Alrighty. Just adjust all this shit.
My shit went dark for a second. Oh, it went into night mode. Okay, cool.
Nice. What episode is this? 31, I think.
32.
32. Oh, yeah. No. Is it 32? Yeah, it's 32.
Lots of silence.
Yeah, very silent. Well, I was tweeting out that we're live.
Trying to find some background noise. Nope.
No,
I'm
okay.
chilling. I'm just waiting on you. At this point, yeah.
I'm already live, so.
I don't know. So, out of
So you gotta
curiosity,
restart.
how do you pop music on and not have it go through? Like, just so you can hear it. How do you do that?
I don't. I just type DMR free music on YouTube.
Yeah, I don't think you can because it'll pick
You'd
up
have to have-
anything that's running through the.
Yeah, you'd have.
Go for it.
Okay.
Yeah, you'd have to have like a digital soundboard or something.
Do you have one or no?
Mm.
So I can never hear your music, so I'm curious.
Yeah, it's
Curious.
It's picking up through Streamlabs, but not through here because it's recording everything that's playing on the desktop audio.
Okay.
Yeah, it's only pushing the audio through the mic, but I got a new light, a ring light over there.
Oh, did you? Nice. Oh, yeah.
Yeah. We talked about it last week.
I think we did.
Is it?
I know you had
Thought
that
we
rough
talked
time
about it.
that 1 week, popping out that reflective thingy.
Yeah.
That was funny.
All right. Should we have a countdown type thing?
I mean, I'm ready when it's over. Like I said, I'm already live.
Okay. Great.
I'm already live, Jimbo. Well, I guess yeah. Let's have a countdown, just so it'll make it easier for me to edit.
Yeah.
All right, and in 3, 2, 1, go. Hello.
And there it is.
What is up?
What's
Whoa.
up, guys?
Whoa, Walker, you grew hair and you got less fat. Whoa. So, hello everybody. Welcome to Level Unlock Podcast, episode 32. I think that's what we
32,
decided
I
on.
believe.
I think that's what we decided on.
Around level 32. I think that's where we're at.
I think so too. I'm too lazy to look.
Yeah.
So I am joined here
Yeah,
by
of course.
Jeff Schroeder, my wonderful co-host, and then also
Hello.
special guest Nathaniel Jameson.
What's up?
So, guys,
Hmm?
Walker's not here.
Yeah.
How does
he's
an
on
intro
another
work?
adventure.
He's caught a case of the death disease. Let's all pray for him.
What?
Oh no.
He's got a case of he's got a case of the I'm gonna be dead for this week. That's part of the storyline.
Oof.
Okay. Well,
F in chat for Walker.
F in chat for Walker.
Yeah.
Okay, so
Heavens.
this is what I'm gonna call the James parentheses Nate and the Jeff show. Basically,
Works.
3J's Grace Part 2.
What?
One of the episodes I think it was the last episode that I was tasked in uploading. I think I called it 3J's Grace.
Nice.
Uh, Jeff, how was your week?
What's up? Pretty good. Spend most of it working on the server,
Oh yeah,
like, and it's pretty much done.
Yeah.
For the most part.
I've
I mean, now it's.
I've
Good.
been noticing, and I've been legit almost about to throw my phone and/or laptop because just notification after notification from the Discord.
Huh?
Because
What?
Mark and everyone doing all the server stuff, and you doing all the server stuff, I get pings on my phone and on my computer from Discord.
You could always mute that.
I know, but I'm too lazy to.
Oh yeah, we added a Pornhub blimp.
Really?
Come again?
Yeah. It's just a blimp that has the Pornhub logo on it.
That's
It's so funny to see it flying around. Just stupid little
That's ridiculous.
detail
That's
stuff like that. It's so
fucking great.
funny. It's so stupid. I love it. Yeah, it's been a fun time. I've been working with Mark. Right now we're trying to figure out a Rubik's Cube that's damn hard. A specific type of script that is supposed to be doing the thing we're telling it to do, but it doesn't want to do the thing we're wanting it to do.
No,
It's
why
very
would it?
irritating.
Because why would
Right.
it?
So, but that's just a side thing. But other than that, I'm pretty confident all the main stuff works. The only thing I'm uncertain about is how the police systems work, because I don't really mess with that at all.
That's
But I do
that's
know,
not
like,
your area.
yeah, but all of the necessary things to get you up and running are like ready to go and implemented.
Nice.
Once we get this piece done, I have to organize some stuff with it, and then I can put some detail into a few other things, and I will be satisfied.
Hell yeah.
Well, I've tried to re-download GTA 5. Tried
No,
to.
wasn't it a storage issue?
Not anymore because I found out what the storage issue was.
All that porn you had backlogged?
I wish.
Uh,
So
Cache from all the anime you watch?
no, I wish. So I use the Elgato for my YouTube stuff. The Elgato HD.
Do you like that?
Oh, I love it. I've had it for many, many years. And it's wonderful. One thing I didn't know about that I just learned, even though I've owned this thing for probably around 5-6 years now, it saves the master copy of each video as like a separate file. So you have like the compressed version and the master version. And I didn't know that.
Is the master version at what compression?
None. So
Fun.
I look and there's a folder because I'm like, dude, I have 4.1 gigabytes of storage left on this fucking
Like,
terabyte
what the hell
computer.
is eating all of my storage?
Yeah, and
I can only imagine how big was that file, my friend.
So the folder where all that stuff was going into. Let me just put this like this: one video that was like moderate size of like, let's say,
Can we guess?
35 minutes. Take a guess.
All right, we're gonna get a
Guys,
guess.
take a guess.
35-minute video.
35-minute video.
I'm gonna guess that was 35 gigs ish. For 35, 40, 37 gigs.
Okay.
Say about a solid 65 gigs.
No. Okay. I am not recording in 1080p because this thing does not do 1080p. It does 720.
Right.
Okay.
I'll take. You can guess again after that. That little factoid. Are you keeping your?
I think Jeff's is solid, around 35. I'd say maybe 45 at most.
Okay. 15 gigs.
15.
That's
Okay,
not
I was
bad,
way
actually.
off.
No,
Yeah,
no,
yeah.
that's not bad. Now, take into account these are from videos.
Yes. How long has it been doing this?
I've had this computer for about a year now, a little bit more than a year.
So you have a catalog of years worth of content.
Yes.
How much?
Do you guys want to take guesses on how big the file itself was that had all these other things in it?
Oh,
Probably 400 gigs.
Okay, we got 400
Three,
gigs.
400 gigs.
What's the storage on the computer?
1 terabyte.
1 terabyte. If it's that big of an issue, I'd say about 650.
Holy shit, you were like almost spot on.
Really?
Nate, it was like
650?
653.
No
Damn.
shit.
653 gigs of storage. I deleted like 5 folders from there,
Jesus.
and I'm
Ah,
back up to
bro.
like 200 gigs of
Your
storage.
computer's like, sweet.
Yeah.
Well, that's awesome. So have you ran into a dilemma with downloading it?
Yeah. It won't connect to the Rockstar
Fudge.
servers.
Huh.
You have to.
So
Well,
Where'd you get it from?
Just to
Rockstar.
download it?
yeah, to install it, I should say. I've downloaded the installer. The installer just needs to talk to Rockstar servers because I bought it off of, I think, Green Man Gaming because they had it at like the cheapest price.
Okay, so just something I noticed personally. What's the other one you can do? Not the like the shady gray market, but the other one. It's like Honey or
Humble Bundle?
yes. So I got mine. It was a Rockstar key through Humble Bundle, and I actually had to end up buying an entire new copy from Steam because the Rockstar would simply it pretty much deleted itself from my computer, and then it wouldn't let me re-download it at all. So I had to spend another $15. So that could be like this weird thing going on with the Rockstar servers, but I don't know.
Yeah, because I'm able to. I don't want to try to install it now,
Mhm.
but I'll probably do it right after the podcast. But yeah, it downloaded just fine. The installer downloaded with no issues, and I'm like, oh cool, this is gonna be an easy thing. And then it's like install, and it just hits me with a cannot connect to Rockstar servers. And I'm just thinking here, I'm like, this is a game. This is This is easily $1.5 billion video game. This
Oh,
game
of
has
course.
made well over $1 billion. This game cost over $500 million to make. And you fuck up the installer from your own goddamn website, Rockstar. Fuck off. You're lucky I'm trying to help out my friends with a goddamn Minecraft
Damn.
server. A Minecraft GTA server.
It's not a Minecraft GTA server, but guess what we did find?
A Minecraft server
Pokemon Go.
in GTA.
There is a Pokemon Go mod for GTA. It is actually hilarious. You walk around the city and
How
they got
does
the
that work?
stops. Pokemon appear and you throw balls at them and you catch them and then you throw them at, like, they bust out and they fight things for you. It's funny.
So just to throw that out there, James,
You guys
you're
have
pretty
to see it.
close. It's nearing 2 billion.
Nearing 2 billion. This is
That's
a
insane.
$2 billion game. And you fuck up your own installer. This is like
That is
Epic
pretty
Game-
impressive, man.
That is impressive. That's like Epic Game Store level of impressive.
F in chat.
Did you hear about that bullshit where they kind of threw out their entire roadmap?
No.
Yeah, they threw out their entire roadmap because they're like, yeah, we're not going to get to this. They still
So
don't
it's
have
like-
a fucking cart. They still don't have a shopping cart. How can I take them seriously?
Well, they are buying up a lot of small producers and
Why don't they spend that money on making a fucking shopping cart?
a UI that functions properly.
Yes. I'm
Please.
sure just hire Mark. They just need to hire Mark. I'm sure he could do it.
I know, right?
Mark's a goddamn wizard. He can do whatever. He could do anything at this point.
Yes, he has a tower. What is this?
Yeah, what else did you do?
Hey. I mean, not much other than that. Just working and doing that.
Butt stuff.
Pretty much. That's about it. How about you? What have you been up to?
Well, let's save Nate for last, because he is the guest
Okay.
after all.
Okay.
So
Well, you cleared out your hard drive a little
I
bit,
did
so that's
clear out my
nice.
hard
That
drive,
probably
yeah.
makes you feel good.
yeah, I did. So now I can re-download some games on there, and maybe go back into like my Android streams because those were fun. Those were a lot of fun. I was actually thinking about doing that last night. Um, what all did I do this week? Well, I've been playing a lot of Tetris 99. Still,
Have you?
still grinding on that.
Okay.
Still the highest I've gotten is ninth. I got ninth the other day, and I was a little butthurt.
No chicken dinners from the
No chicken
Tetris
dinners.
99 table, huh?
Not yet.
I heard that game's like stupid hard.
Oh, it's
Your
fantastic.
time will come.
Like once you get
Well,
to
it's-
like the top 10, it's
Yeah.
they just instantly fall down.
Yeah, and you're not playing. I mean, just Tetris by itself is hard. Now imagine having people like in the process
Fuck
of
you
thwarting
over.
you as well.
In the process of thwarting you.
Jesus.
So yeah, Tetris 99 is still fantastic. It's still like the reason I turn on my Switch for the most part,
Mhm.
other than playing something like Sushi Strikers or Kirby every once in a while. I've been playing some MLB The Show. Been playing some baseball, just as kind of like I'm editing, so I want to do something else. So I pop on MLB The Show, play a little bit of that. I've watched an anime that I don't want to talk about yet because I want Walker to watch it so we can talk about it. It's
Okay.
called actually Jeff, you can watch it because it's on Netflix.
What's it called? Ngandua?
It's called Anohana, the flower we saw that day. Anohama, the flower we saw that day.
Are you able to give like a really short synopsis?
It makes me want to fucking cry.
No,
Okay.
I'm not watching that. I'm not
I
watching
I'm
that.
curious.
I bawled through part of it. Like the
No.
last two episodes.
I'm
I
not
just
into
bawled.
that.
It's kind of like
I don't want to watch an anime that's gonna make me cry.
it's kind of like Your Lie in April, where it
Yeah,
looks
no,
so
I'm
cute
good.
and innocent on the surface, and then it just right in the feels, just right in the fucking feels. So okay,
Oh,
so
my
the
word.
story of this one is the quick synopsis of this is it's about this one kid, okay, and he has when they were younger he had like a bunch of friends and they would always hang out. One of the girls died while they were hanging out. Now the girl is back as a ghost, kind of, I don't want to say haunting him, but she's just a spirit that only he can see. And basically he has to find a way to put her to peace and help her move on to heaven. And it's really sad and it's really really adorable and I love it. It was a great show. It's only like 11 episodes.
Okay.
But man,
Okay.
Sounds cool.
oh boy. That last episode I'm still
So it's like genuinely well done.
oh, it's fantastic.
Okay.
It is a fantastic show about loss and grieving and acceptance.
So it's like the
and friendship.
stages of like mourning.
Kind of.
That's interesting.
I'll probably give it a rewatch, just because I want to put myself through it again.
How long is it?
Fair.
11 episodes, so it's not long.
Hmm.
It's only a handful of episodes. It's not as sad as Your Lie in April, because the whole thing that makes that show sad just comes out of right field, comes out of nowhere. But yeah, this one was like, it's sad and then it's heartening. It's like childhood.
Okay.
It feels like, middle school kids, how they would react to this stuff, like late middle school, early high school kids. But it's great. 10 out of
Nice.
10 would recommend.
Okay.
So here's something that happened to me too. I think I have a tooth infection.
Oh.
That's balls. I'm
So
sorry to hear that.
fucking sucked. The
Better
only
knock that off.
Yeah, the only reason I know that is because on Saturday night, after coming back from round one,
Mm-hmm.
I was laying in bed and my entire jaw was in so much pain. The left part of my jaw and my one tooth was really hurting, and I didn't fall asleep until like 5:30 in the morning when the pain finally gave me a break.
Ugh.
So I've been taking some antibiotics and some Orajel and trying to kick this shit as fast as I can.
Oh,
Yeah.
fuck,
Not
man,
fun.
yeah. Tooth pain is literally the devil.
If it gets
Yeah, it's one of the worst things.
if it gets
Ugh.
worse, I'm just gonna go to a dentist and be like, just rip it out, just fucking take it out,
Just fucking take
it
it.
out. I don't care.
Eat it out of my mouth.
Eat that shit. I'm trying to think if I did anything else. Oh, I did play a game called Akiba's Trip: Undead and Undressed. I played that for about an hour and a half on Twitch. I streamed that.
Cool.
So it's a game. Y'all ever play Vampire the Masquerade?
I'm aware of
No.
it. I've never played it.
I
But
know of it
Okay, so you know the premise of it, right?
Yep.
vaguely.
So you're like vampires and shit, and you walking around like towns. And
being a vampire,
Being a vampire,
while doing
but-
vampire stuff, wearing vampire clothes,
Exactly.
expressing vampire mannerisms.
Now imagine that, but you're in Japan,
and
in
it's
the
real life
most-
LARPing.
in the most Japanese part of Japan, and you look completely normal.
Okay.
So, I don't know why I compared it to Vampire the Masquerade, because it's nothing like that. But that's the only thing that came to mind. So you play as this kid that you get to make the name of and stuff. I name him Blorp Norp. So you have to take Blorp Norp. Saw, dude. Someone, Potato Man, says saw, dude. But yeah.
Saw, brah.
Saw.
So what you do in it is you have to find out why. Okay, so you get turned into a vampire because you were promised rare action figures for a study, to be a part of a study. And it takes place in
Sounds pretty
Akihabara,
gangster.
the most Japanese part of Japan. So you're running around.
Where things like that happen on a regular
Yes.
basis.
Yes.
Look, man, you go on this epic quest for me. I need you to go fight the Yakuza, grab my buddy, this what is the cockadoodle goddamn do? Fucking
Yeah.
grab it and bring it back to my homie James
Yeah.
as a souvenir of the time that he sent somebody to go kidnap a iconic character from a video game that he cares about quite a great deal.
Exactly. That's exactly the plot. But pretty much you have to
What is
hang
it?
out with your big-titted friends, big-titted anime friends, and hot anime guys, to try to not become a vampire anymore. Spoiler alert: you're a vampire. But here's the thing: you can go out during the day as long as your neck down is covered. But here's the real
That's
thing:
interesting.
there's motherfuckers wearing shorts and short sleeve shirts and V-necks. So I just say fuck all that. Just throw that logic out the window because they're gonna die.
Yeah.
So here's how you defeat the vampires. You undress them. You rip their clothes off. I'm not even joking. I am not even joking. The main
There you
combat
go.
mechanic. So you don't have health bars. You have basically armor meter for your head, your torso, and your legs. And once that gets low enough,
Okay.
you hold the attack button and you rip those clothings off. So you just have to strip these, and there's a move where you can combo them into each other. So you even have like underwear armor stats, which is weird.
Yeah, so
Yeah, it's odd.
yeah, that if that's not, what the hell is that type of game gonna breed?
I don't know
People running around ripping each other's clothing off.
exactly. So
You're a vampire.
there's a begone vampire. So
I thought she was a vampire, man. Like,
That's gonna hold up in court.
yeah, exactly. You know, video games. Hey, you know,
yeah,
video games. Video games maybe.
Yay, more propaganda.
yeah, exactly.
I
I don't even know if that's the right one.
So you rip off one of the moves you can, if you get like a bunch of people have like low enough, let's say, armor points to their clothes, you can chain together rips. So you can rip off people's clothes, and if you do it enough, it goes into like a white poof, and everyone is completely naked. And they're covering
That's
up
ridiculous,
everything.
bro.
And I'm just watching
Oh
this,
no!
and I'm like,
Poof.
oh boy, this is good. This is real good. So it's my kind of game. It's my kind of
Fair
week.
enough.
trash. Um,
Nice.
yeah. Other than
I'm glad you
that,
found something that can stimulate that part of you.
I need more. I have a game called Senran Kagura Peach Beach Splash. All it is a bunch of big titted anime girls shooting water guns at each other. It's actually really fun.
All right.
Or there's
Yeah,
a game called Honey
Sounds
Pop.
like a good game.
Honey Pop is great. That's a puzzle game where you try to fuck ladies.
Oh. Okay.
So I came for the anime tits and stayed for the
But
gameplay.
for the gaming mechanics.
Same thing with Senran Kagura. I came for the
Where do you
anime
find
tits.
these?
Well, Senran Kagura is on PS4 and Honey Pop is on PC.
My gosh, these are like straight published games.
Yeah, well, Honey Pop
Oh
is an indie
my.
game. It's an indie game. It's like straight up like it's on Steam, but it's the censored version, so you don't see any
Right,
Bobs
right.
or Vagines.
The jeans. My heavens.
Oh yeah, no, it's great though. They're both
The
fantastic.
internet's a wonderful
games.
place.
Cool.
Cool.
Yeah, and then I went to round 1 with Nate and some other
Yeah,
people.
that was fun.
Nice.
Other than that, that was my week. Nate, how was your week?
What have you been up
My-
to since the last time we seen
Um,
you, actually?
Yeah, it's been a hot minute.
Last time y'all saw me, I was working on getting like my entire desk set up and everything, which I have now. I have my backdrop. I have what's a tapestry, but whatever. I got my L desk. I know I brought that up last time. I was waiting for a desk to get here. I have everything kind of set up now, so all I'm doing now, and y'all will see the streams coming out soon because
Cool.
I still have not found a package I want to use because the style I'm going for I can't find anywhere. And I don't know anyone to make one, and I don't have the money to get one made.
To make what?
So,
Yeah, what are you trying to
a stream package.
What is a stream package?
It's like
Oh,
the
I see.
designs, the pay, like, so you know how Walker, his like loading screen, like when like they're waiting for the stream to start, it's like that G and like the C and like it turns and like unlocks lookalikes and shit.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
know someone who can make that stuff for you.
Yeah,
If-
me
if
too.
you- Who?
Really?
You're-
I don't know.
Probably Nate.
Well, yeah, there's Fladry.
First person came to my mind.
Yeah, I was thinking you.
Might want
Jeff,
to
for,
touch
like,
base
the-
with him.
I was thinking you, Jeff, for like the templates and stuff.
Yeah, I
'Cause-
can. I make overlays like
Oh shit. Okay.
like if you go to my stream, that whole thing I made
hmm
for the most part.
Okay. Because like, not to like get super off topic, like it's on the same topic, so I don't really know what I'm talking about. But like, not to like have it ramble on because I have a couple other things to talk about too. But it's pretty much just the wording is just I want it to be like Japanese ink style, and I want like a really dope like cherry blossom kind of style because like it's my entire thing is like YF Kitsune and all like Japanese styled, like old school like ink writing and whatnot.
Mhm.
And then just like a cool looking cherry blossom tree, man. It's not super complicated, but
Yeah.
other than that, not stream wise, game wise, I've just been playing a lot of Overwatch. I tried to start playing Splitgate again, but like that game just feels like Halo 2 and
Wait,
it's
I'm
not
sorry.
aesthetically pleasing
What is
anymore.
it? What were you trying
It's
to
called
play?
Splitgate. It came out as a Halo-esque battle royale, like from what everyone thought it was going to be was like a Halo-esque battle royale. It is nowhere near a battle royale. It's a 3v3 deathmatch. That is all it is. It's nothing special. It reminds me of like the armor gain system and everything is very similar to Doom. Like you go through, you end up getting an armor pack. It's a very mediocre game at best. I've been running some Smite recently, still playing a lot of
Playing
Overwatch.
Smite.
Hey, I downloaded Smite and League of Legends because I wanted something to do. I still can't get on 5M because the servers I was given to play in keep telling me they can't find my Discord ID, and I'm not going through like the thousands of people who have joined into this server because it's on Blaine County DOJ. I just can't simply get into it. It's just I want to play with people, but like I can't because no one plays GTA with me.
Hey, I know of
And-
a server that you can join.
Are you serious?
You
I know you have a server, but like I wasn't invited or anything. So
Bro, it's like-
motherfucker.
Yeah, Jesus, Louises. Yeah, man,
Yeah,
jump on our service,
Yeah.
our server,
You
dude.
have
I'm
like
down.
you
We
have like
need-
an instant invite.
Yeah,
Okay.
and we're at that phase now too, where like people that get in now, if you're cool and chill, like
You get like first dibs.
yeah, first dib, like moderator type status type stuff. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like
Hell yeah.
because you're there during we're in beta testing right now, so like
Okay.
we have one dude that hangs out with us, that he just jumped in, and then I walked, I ran into him and started talking and stuff, and he's been helping us with a bunch of things. Like
Hell yeah.
There's been
Yeah,
a
and
lot
he's-
of people joining. I've noticed.
he's on all the time. So
Hey,
like
dude, send me an invite.
yeah, for sure. Okay, I will. It's Days of Our Lives.
Oh,
Just
is
search
it?
for that. Yeah,
Let's
search
go.
for that. Yeah,
That's
dude.
awesome.
It's the dual server, Days of Our Lives. I want to switch the the please wait video in the like you hit
Okay.
the server and it's logging in.
Yeah, the
I
Days
want
of
it to
Our
be
Lives
that intro. Yeah, I want it to be that. The only reason we're not doing it is because we're worried if it's supposed to be catered for people that want to stream it,
Mhm.
Okay.
and it is geared towards roleplay. Like that's what we want.
Yeah, absolutely.
The idea in the end, to some extent, is like a machinima server, but as an option, and otherwise a really funny RP server for Twitch and stuff.
Hell yeah.
So it's dude, we've fucking months and months and months and months working on it. It's pretty dope, bro. Yeah, I'll send you if you search Days of Our Lives in the 5M piece, it
Yeah.
should bring it up, and if not,
Okay.
you can. I have a link at the bottom of my Twitch that takes you to the Discord, and then the Discord has the link and further instructions too.
Definitely will do that because
Yeah,
like,
man.
honestly, every time because I've just been clicking random servers to even try to play and see what like RP is like, and it always puts me in the middle of nowhere, and like it won't let me get into character creation. So I've literally
Oh, yeah,
done
no,
nothing.
ours doesn't have a problem
Yours
with
is
that.
great.
Ours starts
Yours is
out in a really
fantastic.
awesome place.
Yeah, I
Nice.
don't want. We're not
Yeah.
gonna
Hell yeah.
spoil it because it's pretty awesome.
Yeah, ours
That's
is
sick.
Yeah, man. We Mark is really the Jedi master of all this stuff, dude. I'm like Padawan level. I'm picking it up. I'm learning, but man, every once in a while we run into these damn Rubik's cubes that are just like 32-sided Rubik's cubes. It's insane.
Jeez.
And like things should work one way and you do it and they don't, and it's just like, but the logic says it should be doing.
But
Why is it not?
physics say yes.
Yeah. So yeah, man. Yeah. So you're gonna have. It's still a little bit dry because there's not a ton of people on it yet, but
Oh right.
once Walker gets up and running, he said he's gonna be hanging out. And honestly, if he's down for it, man, I want him to run the police department. I have a nice
That'd
little
be sick.
surprise for him. I'm working on too.
Oh,
Nice.
boy.
Yeah, it's gonna be funny.
Hold on, let me see if he's in my chat.
But yeah. Other than that stuff,
Dope as shit.
I got a new car.
Yeah, you did.
New car day.
Yeah, I got a new car.
Man.
It went from the 2011 Impala I had that had 150,000 miles on it, which was it was time for it to go. It was time for a car that's gonna last me a while and like not have to
Get
like
out
put
of
a
there.
lot of money into. I decided to get a 2014 Mazda 3i Touring. It's a nice ass car. I enjoy it. It's a little four banger. I get super good gas mileage. I'm happy with it. My other one it was a big old 3.2 liter V6, and it was
What's
just a lot.
What's your gas mileage on there?
Like whole tank or like miles per gallon?
Miles per gallon.
Miles per gallon, 29 city, 32 highway.
That's not bad.
No. And if I actually follow all like the rules and not like speed even like 5 over, I'll get about 30 city, about 35 highway.
I think the best I've done in my little car is like 40 highway.
Nice. I haven't really tested mine yet. We'll see. I'm gonna be going on some concert trips here soon,
There you
so
go.
I'll be able to test that out. Other than that, not a ton. I am in limbo, waiting to hear about this job, but that's a whole story within itself.
Mm-hmm.
That's just annoying. But yeah, I haven't been doing too much other than getting a car, finally getting like my desk and whatnot set up. I think since the last time I ended up breaking my phone. I got a new one, but I broke my phone. One of the last things that happened to me. That was great.
How?
So the iPhone 10s Max is IP68 rated.
Hmm.
So my phone should, in theory, and to what the manufacturer standards say, be able to survive 6.5 feet, which is roughly, I want to say it was 7 meters or something like that, for up to 30 minutes. My phone started boot looping after it was in the water for 45 seconds at maybe a foot. Maybe. Honestly, not even. So I was like, cool. I checked the one of the little spots you can check without like digging into the phone, because like if you open like the SIM card tray, you can look at it the right way and see one of the little symbols. Completely dry, bone dry, no water ever touched it. Completely still white, silver, whatever it's supposed to be. So after about 5 hours on the phone with Verizon, they were like, "Hey, just send the phone back. We'll send you a new one. You're good." I didn't have any form of insurance, didn't have any form of Apple Care. It was just sent through as a manufacturer warranty
Oh, nice.
because technically it was a manufacturer defect.
They're gonna take a hit from Apple.
Yeah, they are, because yeah, and then the new phone I got, because considering it's technically a certified replacement, I wasn't, because I was gonna get Apple Care on the new one, but they didn't send me a brand new phone. They sent me a phone that was probably used for maybe 20 minutes, or obviously not like that short period of time, but like this phone was in better condition than mine was. So
go.
like that was great. Other than that, like I said, I'm working on getting my stream up. My the esports team, that's taken a toll right now. It is on the back burner for the moment because things had happened, but hopefully that'll pop back up relatively soon.
Mm-hmm.
Kind of a hiatus at the moment. I'm honestly kind of trying to like work on my own thing.
There you go.
As of the moment, just figured like solo and try to find like groups of people who like obviously I know James, you said you're going to be trying to get back on GTA, trying to get back into that. So maybe we can actually get like, I want to get like group videos together, like everyone's just like having fun, fucking around, enjoying, and just like gaming. Because like I'm tired of like trying for things to be like super serious. I just want to like enjoy and just have fun.
That's what I do. That's what I do with my videos and my YouTube stuff and my Twitch stuff. Is just try to have fun.
Hell yeah. But yeah, that's mostly it, honestly. Waiting for Modern Warfare to come out because I'm actually kind of excited for that game.
Oh,
Other
man.
than that,
did you get a chance to play the beta, the alpha? I mean,
I did not.
Oh, it's really good.
Is it like roots back to the roots of like Modern Warfare?
Kind of. It's fun, like 2v2, like fast paced, fun action. It single-handedly got me to pre-order the game.
That's solid. That's a good game. If the beta itself makes you like, yeah, I want this, it's a good beta. Mm-hmm. I'm excited for Iceborne. I think that just came out.
No, that's still got I think the 20th.
Then in another country, because I'm on this group chat, another country, it came out today because someone posted a picture of it in their hand, the Iceborne copy.
No, because it's worldwide. When does Iceborne come out? Hold on. Let me look this up.
I'm having James like, what? No, yeah, because in the group chat, someone posted a picture. It was not a group chat, but it's a group page. It's like this closed Monster Hunter page. Someone took a picture of them holding an Iceborne copy of the video game, and I'm like, no shit.
The 6th.
Why is that game like escaping me? What the hell is Iceborne?
Monster Hunter.
Monster Hunter?
Oh yeah. I've seen a bit of stuff on that.
That actually might get me back into Monster Hunter.
Yeah, it comes out the 6th, worldwide.
Okay.
So that person must have got a pre-release.
That's definitely possible. Maybe it's like a reviewer or something. I don't know.
Or maybe they went to Target. Because Target's known for releasing shit early, like PS4 and Xbox One, and the Switch. Like they legit sold the Switch like 2 weeks in advance. And the PS4 and Xbox One they sold like a week in advance.
Wild.
Boy, howdy, did they get a lot of shit from the companies.
I'd imagine.
Oh, I would be like, you ain't getting shit on launch day, guys. You ain't getting nothing on launch day.
Yep. Oh, you're sold out? Sucks.
This game looks like it's crazy.
That's it for me.
Monster Hunter's fantastic. Monster Hunter World's fantastic.
It's a great game. It's just
It's really
like
pretty.
Oh yeah.
the graphics in that game are phenomenal.
And you
My
just
only-
go from boss to boss fighting these guys, basically.
Yeah.
not even
It's-
like you have this entire. It's okay, so it's hella grindy,
Very
but like
grindy.
it's worth it. It's not like Wait Frame and War Farm. Like it's the grind is worth it
Okay.
because like you actually like you get legitimate progression from grinding because like you'll get better armor, you can fight better things, you can fight things and kill things quicker.
Mhm.
I don't know, James would probably be able to explain that better. I just say it's very grindy. That's kind of my entire thing.
Pretty much think of an RPG, okay? Think of a traditional like action RPG. But the way you would probably love it, Jeff, because it's you kill these monsters to get like items, and then you use those items to craft weapons and armor.
And those weapons and armor tend to be made from them, is the idea, so they're better at defending against them.
Correct.
And they all
Yeah.
have different like elemental stats and that kind of stuff. I mean, I
Yeah.
put well over 100 hours into the base.
Oh, yeah,
Gosh.
same.
And I can't wait for Iceborne to come out.
A lot of it's about timing and stuff, right?
Mm-hmm. Oh, 100%. Like if you ever played the Souls games,
Yeah, think of like Dark
it's a
Souls.
lot about like dodging, rolling,
knowing
like
knowing the monsters inside and out, knowing what
Yes.
their attacks. It's repetition.
Hmm.
Like
it's not button mash though.
Okay.
Because I know a lot of people are like, oh, you just have to fight things repetition, so I can
well,
just
no,
button
that's-
mash the
that's
game.
That's the Twin Blades.
Fuck off. I am a Dual Blades user, and you knew that.
The Dual Blades are just button mashing the video game. It's just Devil May monster.
Okay, so the Dual Blades have been said by the creators of the game to be the fastest weapon, which is
Yep.
why I like them. But the problem is, and I agree, a lot of people say that the Dual Blades play the game for you.
Mhm.
That's essentially true because the Murder Blender does a ton because it literally hits them depending where you're going from either tail to face or face to tail. Like it hits them all the way through. So it's a
It's-
complete like
It's
judo chop.
it's kind of like with when I play the bow. There's a move called the Dragon Piercer that does the same thing,
Okay, yeah.
but it has a stupid warm up to it. Like it's Monster Hunter is all about knowing your enemy and knowing your equipment and your moveset. Because it's all about just playing the shit out of it until I tell people when I used to work in gaming, when the game first came out, I would tell people, so people would ask me about, "Oh, hey, is Monster Hunter World good?" And I would look at them dead in the face. I'm like, you cannot say if you like the game or hate the game unless you've played like 50 hours of it.
Well, I played Dauntless, and that was pretty fun.
So
Okay.
Dauntless. Okay, so for what Dauntless is, it's a great game. It's a good, fun, free game. I enjoy Dauntless. It's cool.
It's the poor man's Monster Hunter.
Yeah, Monster Hunter is way more intricate. I'll say.
Monster Hunter for babies.
But no, Dauntless is fun though. Have you ever played it?
I haven't.
Mhm.
It's genuinely enjoyable. Like
yeah, it's
also-
kind of like Monster Hunter, but it looks like it's a
it's
comparatively.
verbatim the same concept. It's literally they saw it and they were like, "We want that," and they took it.
It's
Pretty
kind
much.
of like fuck. What the hell is the game? Rage Burst
I
or
mean,
something
for
like
like the easiest comparison, Epic saw fucking Player Unknown, and they did that. So that's just what they did. Well, the difference is there's no like different mechanic how like Epic put in like the building and everything. It's like almost the exact same game. But also, as far as I know, Dauntless also has guns. They have pistols. I think you can get unless I'm wrong. I think it has pistols.
I don't remember. It's been a while since I played it.
Because when I played Dauntless, I used it's like the axes that are on chains. Like you just throw
Yeah.
them.
Yep.
Because that's the equivalent.
Oh,
of
the
blue
hammer.
blades.
The hammer has like a shotgun effect.
Yeah. Okay.
That's what it was. It has like a charged blast effect.
Mm-hmm.
You guys keep talking. I'm gonna look up to see what this game like Monster Hunter is. That's pretty good. It's always on sale. Fuck. Why can I not remember the name? I own it. Damn it. I fucking own
Oh
both
fuck.
of them. Oh, here we go. if I just go to my trophies list.
I'm trying to think. But no, yeah, Monster Hunter overall is a great game, and like as he was saying, like you can't really say if you love or hate the game unless you put like an actual 50 hours into it. And I
'Cause
actually
that's-
told this to someone a couple weeks ago.
Yeah, that's when you beat the low rank stuff and get into high rank.
Yeah, that's when you beat the main story.
Yeah.
But yeah, I told someone who was looking at it, they were
That's when you
getting
get out
like
of baby mode.
yeah, but they were getting like an entire setup. They got a PlayStation, they got like a couple games, and they picked it up. They picked up Monster Hunter, and they're like, "What's this?" And I'm like, "This is a great game. The question is, do you have time?" I legitimately asked this to a customer. I'm like, he's like, "Yeah, dude, I don't do much. I work and then play video games."
No.
I'm like, "Okay,
No.
so
do you have time though?
yeah, I
willing-
reiterated.
Are you willing to have a second 40-hour week job?
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
No, yeah, this dude was like probably like 35, and I was like, "No, do
God
you
Eater.
actually have
God
time
Eater.
to?" God Eater is cool. That is very similar. But yeah, it's just a game you have to have time to sit down. Like back when it first came out, I was in senior year of high school.
Oh Jesus Christ!
Yeah, Monster Hunter World's been out for a while.
I was at Best Buy for like a year.
Yeah, I was in senior year of high school. Monster Hunter World's been out for like almost about 3 years now.
Hmm.
Fuck.
Because I convinced my mom to let me stay home.
I've done that for Animal Crossing before.
Yeah, you told me about that. We were at I think we were at round 1 when you were talking about that.
It's really important.
There's a yard sale going on. I can't miss it. I don't know how to adjust the clock on my GameCube. All right, so let's. Are you guys all good? Can we get? Shall we get into the news?
Sure can.
News. All right.
News.
So, there's a video game out there called Mortal Kombat. You guys might have heard it. I mean, it's kind of obscure.
Yeah, no, honestly, like it rings a bell, but I don't think I've ever played anything like it.
Well, I guess they have DLC coming out for their 11th iteration of the game.
Oh, interesting.
So here's the DLC characters for Mortal Kombat 11. Shang Tsung is out now. Nightwolf is out now. The Terminator's coming out October 8th. Sindel is coming out November 26th. Joker, not Persona Joker, but Batman Joker, is coming out January 28th. And Spawn is coming out March 17th.
I'm excited for Spawn. I think Spawn's going to be super.
I don't know, man. Spawn is
I don't know, man.
Dude, okay, so at least the last
think
time I
it
played
sounds
Spawn in a fighting game was whatever Soul Calibur
Soul
had
Calibur
Spawn.
2 on Xbox, and it was not great.
Yep. Dude, Spawn was awesome.
It was the worst of the 3 special characters.
Dude, I beat fucking Nightmare on like hard. Like, and that's not super easy.
All right? I was able to do that with Link, no problem. Get out of here. Fucking down B keeps spamming those bombs, you win instantly.
I didn't know it was a whose dick is bigger here.
Exactly. It is. It always is. It's a new month, so that means new free games. Let's take a look at the PlayStation Plus games for September.
I actually need to do that.
All right, so this month with PlayStation Plus, you get Darksiders 3 and Batman
Ooh.
Arkham Knight.
Ooh, okay.
So Darksiders 3
That's pretty
is
cool.
the latest, well, not the latest it's the latest iteration because Genesis hasn't come out yet.
That's the one with the female, right?
Yeah, the one where we had
Okay.
the collector's edition that was like $300 that no one bought. So that's I hear it's pretty good. I hear it definitely will be good for the price of free. $60 I hear was pretty mediocre. But I know some people that really enjoyed it. And then
Oh, it's 2.
yeah, 2 was good. One is really good because it's basically Legend of Zelda. It's basically Ocarina of Time, but you play as one of the 4 horsemen of the apocalypse.
Hell yeah.
And then Batman Arkham Knight, the latest Batman game from Rocksteady Games. I was never a huge fan of the Arkham games, so that's just me.
So, okay, so here's a tiny rant about that game. they missed a huge mark. Do you guys plan on playing the game at all? Do you know anything about the game?
I know it was shit on PC for the longest time, and still is.
That's fair. Here's the problem. You didn't really give me an answer, Jeff. Do you plan on playing the game at all?
No, I mean, no, not really.
Okay.
He's too busy
So
with servers.
I'm gonna do
Yeah.
I'm gonna do a spoiler, and if anyone else gets upset, the game's been out for like 2 years. Sorry. Here's the thing. The main villain, the Arkham Knight, they missed a mark. They ended up making him Jason Todd, which was the most expected answer because everyone was like, what guy is like Bruce Wayne but hates Bruce Wayne? Oh, Jason fucking Todd, because that's the second Joker. And yeah, well, actually, technically, he was a Joker, but that's an entirely different story. But no, he was fucking Red Hood. He was the second Robin. Fantastic character on his own. What they should have done was made him Damian Wayne, which would have been his son. Would have made way more sense as like an actual person who had legitimate issues with his father. It's this entire like you're doing things the wrong way. You need to kill to put people down, which is the same concept that Jason Todd's always had. Like you need to put the villains down, you need to end them, because he always lets Gotham get overrun because he doesn't ever fucking kill anybody, which is like the big qualm people have with Batman, whatever. But they made him the most expected villain, and I feel like that was a huge mark missed because everyone expected him to be that character. And the producer of Rocksteady Games deliberately lied to everybody in the middle of an interview and said, it's not going to be Jason Todd. And then it was fucking Jason Todd.
Well, that's
And
fine.
I was
It's-
super
it's-
upset.
I didn't want
You
to
gotta do
spoil
the
it.
jape, yeah.
But like, literally, like everyone who's ever like a Batman fan knew it was going to be Jason Todd. Then they were like, okay, well, maybe it's not because he's Ted. And why would someone lie to us? To be fair, the Russos had said, like, what you saw in the trailers wasn't actually true, and a lot of it was. So, like, I get it. You gotta like delay people's like not delay, but you gotta misdirect people.
Mm-hmm.
I understand that, but like,
Well,
it was
look-
such a foreseen thing to happen, and I thought that was a lot missed.
Yeah, look at like Star Wars Episode 7. Most of the shit in the first trailer wasn't even in the final movie. Or in the last
Right.
trailer, it wasn't even in the movie. It was just a
I don't
big
know why
jape.
that happens so much. Yeah.
It's a big jape.
A jape? What is it? I'm not familiar with the term
You know,
jape.
being jabated.
Oh.
It's like, being rused. Being bamboozled.
I've been bamboozled.
Damn, them bamboozlers.
Is that it? Is that your rant?
Yeah, my rant's over. Also, that game was way too much fucking. That was the other big gripe everyone
There's
has.
some-
With
That was
game.
the censored version.
There is something about the people that are in the middle of my screen. They always cut
What?
out. They always cut out randomly. You cut out through most
Yeah,
of
whatever
that.
you said. Yeah, that can come through.
Can you,
What's going on?
can you hear us?
Yeah.
Okay. You got your most of the shit that you said there was you completely cut out through most of
Oh,
it.
mine did?
Yeah, yours did.
Oh, okay. So can you hear me now?
Yeah.
Okay, I don't know why that did that, but so just to respawn, because I didn't know what he meant by censored version. I didn't know I cut out. That's my bad. But no, the other big gripe everyone has with that fucking game is there's way too much driving in the Batmobile and hitting buildings. Like, cause it's an active world. So like you hit a building, it fucking breaks. But, like there's just a ton of driving, and it's not fun.
Well, at least it doesn't drop down to the single digits like the PC release.
That's
or
fair.
just not launch because it's fuck you, or like, run like poop because you have like the best system out there and it's not meant to be handled on the best systems possible.
Are you talking about Control?
No, I'm
Oh,
talking about like frame rates and crashes and glitches and like legit. The game was not optimized to work on
Oh.
high-end PCs.
oh, I thought you were meaning like how Control isn't like optimized to be able to play on the original PlayStation or anything like at all. The new game Control, if you've heard of that.
I hear it's great.
I heard it's fantastic. I heard it just doesn't play on the PlayStation unless it's like the Pro, because they were like, we're not gonna have games optimized for the pro. We're gonna have them play across all platforms. Nah, that game doesn't fucking work on the PlayStation 4.
What is Control? I haven't heard of this yet.
Oh,
I don't know too much about it.
Yeah.
Apparently it's a super like cool new game.
It's by the
can't
people that
remember who
made
made
Alan
it.
Wake, right? Remedy.
Oh, cool.
Yes, Remedy. It's a new Remedy game.
Who Sony bought, by the way.
Nice.
Sony
Wow.
was like mine.
We're picking that.
Yep, mine.
Like they did with fucking Spider-Man.
Yep, Well, okay, all right. Okay, are you talking about Insomniac, or are you talking about like the character that they actually own the rights to?
The character they own the rights to.
Okay, yeah, they actually own the rights to them, so fuck off.
Hey, no.
No, go.
The
fuck
only
yourself.
reason those movies are good is because of Disney.
Well, what about Into the Spider-Verse then?
That's an animated
They can-
movie that
they-
half of their team didn't. They pulled people in to work on, like actual comic book writers.
Well, okay, so what about like Spider-Man 2, the best Spider-Man movie?
Like I'm talking about like Raimi verse
Yeah.
Spider-Man.
Yeah.
Okay, completely different time.
Okay, and
What they have done now, they cannot put Spider-Man alone. Like, I don't think the movies are going to be nearly as successful. Like Tom Holland's fantastic and yes, can carry a movie, but not in the aspect of what they have done. Because like you have
because-
cameos.
yeah, because Marvel fucking ruined it.
What do you mean Marvel fucking ruined it?
Marvel ruined Spider-Man. The
How?
MCU ruined Spider-Man.
Get the fuck out of here.
No, you get the fuck out of here.
No. Explain.
Explain. Look at this dude is an A-tier motherfucking superhero hanging out with a bunch of C and B listers. All right, and
Who's
he's
who's C and B listers?
pretty much everyone but Thor and the Hulk.
What about Iron Man?
Iron Man is a C-tier hero at best before the MCU.
Iron Man's-
fucker.
No. Back in 2010, yes, when the movie 2008 when the movie first came out.
Yeah.
Now he has been an A-list Avenger since then.
Yeah.
They rewrote his character to be like Robert Downey Jr. Now I get that technically Robert Downey Jr. is the A-list Avenger. I understand that. But high fucking like dude, god tier at this fucking point. Captain America is still under Iron Man.
Yeah, but Spider-Man he was always a household name. He's way more important.
No, I get that, but not now.
Not now, so let's rewrite fucking history. Let's make him the big thing again. He can
He's
carry his
suppo-
own fucking movie.
I get that, but how are they gonna make? So in theory, yes, they could still go with the end game of like all Parker Industries because technically Spider-Man does become the new pseudo Iron Man, but he's supposed to take up the new mantle in the entire Marvel Cinematic Universe. Like that's how they were gonna go through with Secret Wars and everything. I'm telling you right now, I can guarantee that's what they were gonna do, is because with Edith was like the start of the whole Parker Industry like idea. Like that was going to move into him becoming the new Iron Man. Like, no, give Spider-Man back.
No, fuck off. Disney doesn't deserve more. They don't deserve it.
Dude, eventually they're just gonna be like, okay, we'll buy you in general, and Sony will they'll fucking crumble.
We talked about this on the last podcast, and I said no. The head of Sony Movie Entertainment would fucking kill himself before that happened, because he's a old Japanese businessman.
Then
would
he'll
take
die.
no
They'll wait
honor.
for him to die.
Yeah. So you wait another 20 years.
How old is he?
I don't know.
So maybe 5 years, maybe 2 years.
I'm probably like mid-60s.
So no. They're gonna end up throwing a number at Spider-Man, and they're gonna end up buying him.
Oh,
It's
No,
Disney.
they won't. No, they won't, because fucking Disney owns everything already. God damn it! Just give us one thing that Disney doesn't fucking own.
Then give him the Hulk. Give him someone that isn't already ingrained in the Marvel Cinematic Universe. The Hulk could be removed and nobody would bat an eye.
I mean, that's true. I mean,
Universal is just like, we want something.
But okay, so hold on. Like, there's enough characters in the Spider-Man universe that they can, make their own Spider-Man shit. Like, no problem.
I don't disagree. The problem is his story is already so entwined with the Marvel Cinematic
That's
Universe.
fucking Marvel's fault. That's Disney's fault.
How?
Because they
They
didn't
had
own the
co-agree-
fucking character.
It was a co-agreement.
They never owned the character. They shouldn't have done this because they knew
It-
damn well this could have happened.
It was a co-agreement.
Yes.
They both fucked up.
They both fucked up. Yes, I will agree. They both fucked up. But I think if Disney would have, known, hey, we don't own this character. They just I like to believe that when the first Spider-Man movie when they were putting together the first Spider-Man movie, that's when they realized, oh shit, we don't actually own this character. When Civil War was coming out, they were probably like, fuck, we don't own this character, do we? And then they should have known that from the get-go. They're like, all right, this isn't our character anymore when it comes to the movie universe. We don't own him. So let's put it at least in the back of our minds. Let's have a plan fucking B for just in case if Sony wants to go rogue and be like, nah, fuckers, this is our character. You're not allowed to have him.
They're locked into a contract, and like obviously they're like renegotiating right now. Everything like that's happening behind the scenes, obviously, but like, their movies were so successful because of the amount of entwining of I don't know the correct word for that.
No, because fucking people will just watch anything that says Marvel on it nowadays. Don't ask, just consume. Don't ask, just consume.
But no, then you have like the action, like you don't. Okay, you have the robots. Jeff's over here just like, yep, okay. But no, you have the people. You have the robots who actually do that. Yes. Then you have like dedicated, legitimate fans of like actual comics and like continuity and things that fucking matter. Besides, let's just go watch another popcorn cool movie. So you have people who actually will get legitimately upset about this shit because their fucking continuity up.
So 30%. 30% of the
I don't care if I'm in the minority. It's fucked up, and they're not just affecting normal people, they're affecting, this sounds stupid, but they're affecting my fucking like childhood and shit. Because they have a lot of good things they're going towards, like if they kept it together. Because first of all, have y'all seen the new movie?
No, I don't want to.
Have you, Schroeder?
Fuck,
never mind. That would have been spoilers. And I'm not going to ruin it for anyone else because it hasn't been. No, it's been way longer than 2 weeks.
It's been a while. You can fucking spoil it if you want.
Do neither of y'all care?
I don't care.
Okay, so
well, people that are like listening later might.
Well, okay, no, it's been out for long enough. If they're gonna,
it's been over 2 weeks. 2 weeks is the grace.
More than 2 weeks. When did Spider-Man: Far From Home come out?
Far From Home came out in like April, I thought.
Yeah, it came out when was
No, it came out July, I think. It was July 2nd.
June 26th.
June 26th,
Jeez,
okay.
It's only been June 26th. Wow. Okay. But yeah, no,
that's so it's been
2 months. About two months.
2 months.
2 months. If you're not seeing it, it's probably out of theaters already. No, yeah, it's probably out of theaters already.
It's on its like last week or so, as far as I know, in Central Time. But okay, so they had an entire idea for the start of the fucking Sinister Six, and they killed Mysterio at the end of the movie. I don't think he's dead. That's an entire different conversation. I can go on about that. But with that, then they also put in like the beginning of what like Secret Wars could be towards, because at the end of that movie, one of the end credit scenes were the Skrull. They had Maria Hill and Nick Fury driving, calling Nick Fury, and then they turned back into the Skrull because they were in SWORD, which is the space unit of SHIELD, and Nick Fury was on vacation, and the entire fact that they did the little hint at the fact that they can fully shapeshift, they can take form, and people will believe them, was the entire basis of Secret Wars, that we don't know who's a Skrull and who's not a Skrull, which is the movie that they set up for 2 to 6 years down the line. I'm assuming probably 5 to 6 years. But they set up so much shit throughout the Marvel Cinematic Universe. I just fucked up my mic. But they've just done so much, and they've already set up so many things for future. They can't just pull it and be like, nah, we're done. That doesn't fucking work. It doesn't work for people. They're going to get so much backlash.
Again, whose fault is that?
Both.
No. Sony is allowed to take care of their own character house that they see fit. Because it's not a Marvel character. In this universe, it is not Marvel's, it's not Disney's, it's Sony. If Sony wants to pull the plug, they can fucking do it. It was Marvel that was like, hey, you can have this character for lifetime, as long as you make a movie every 3 years.
Well, there you have it.
So no,
I'm gonna go throw a fit.
it's fucking Disney's fault because they didn't think of a plan B. They didn't think about this. They just figured they could throw as much money as they wanted to at literally anything so they can get what they want because they're a spoiled little fucking brat. And they think
Mickey
they could
wants
just,
what Mickey gets.
they could just buy any fucking thing, judges be damned, and court systems be damned.
Oh.
All right, let's get on to the fucking games with gold.
That
All right.
was a whole rant and a half.
All right. So September 2019's Game with Gold lineup has been released. So on Xbox One from September 1st through the 30th, we got Hitman: The Complete First Season, the remake
Nice.
of the Hitman game, which is actually really good. And then We Are Here from September 16th through October 15th. I have no idea what We Are Here is. Is it? Nope, doesn't tell me shit. Okay, cool. Then the 360 games, Earth Defense Force 2025 from September 1st to 15th. That is a pretty fun third-person shooter where you're shooting up bugs in a city. And then Tekken Tag Tournament 2, September 16th through 30th. So a really good fighting game. Y'all guys know about Telltale Games?
Yeah.
Yeah, how about that, huh?
So Telltale Games is being relaunched under.
I thought
brand
they
new-
died.
They did,
They did.
but they're coming back. So this is from Video Game Chronicle. They're making a comeback under a whole new ownership. Holding company LCG Entertainment said on Wednesday that they have acquired the defunct studio's key assets, trademark technology, and select intellectual properties. One of the things they said was it's not being held. No former leadership from Telltale is going to be involved in this.
Okay.
They did say that they are willing to hire back some old Telltale creators, old Telltale like programmers and stuff, under a freelancer job. So guess what? They're not going to get any benefits or have anything because they're just freelancers. So that's really fucking shitty.
Yeah.
Here we go.
It's not great.
Here, we'll give you your job back just minus all of the benefits.
Yeah.
Well, they have to start somewhere. I mean, the place probably doesn't have a lot of, you know what I mean? They're basically picking up a dead company and trying to revive it. So, you know, I can't fault them for that, really.
I mean, they had the money to buy the assets for such titles like Game of Thrones and Borderlands and not The Walking Dead. They don't own that anymore. The Wolf Among Us.
Well, I'm sure they got to figure out, you know, how
Minecraft.
things are gonna work.
Really?
Minecraft? No,
Yeah,
Minecraft.
yeah. They own the rights to make the Minecraft games, the Minecraft like story mode games.
They own the rights
Okay,
to
the story
Borderlands?
modes.
Yeah, the Borderlands.
The story mode
Borderlands
ones.
story mode. Yeah, they had a Borderlands game.
So it's just assets and stuff. But as far as the development team goes, they have to. Let's hope that I would like to think that if the business goes well and they start selling and things, you know, if things look bright, they'll probably hire these people
I'm
on
sure,
full time
I'm
again.
sure.
But for
But-
the time being, they're like, hey, you know, we're just picking this game back up. We should probably make sure we can swim before we can.
Now, okay, so
No.
imagine this, Schroeder. Okay, imagine you got fired. Imagine you got completely like fucking canned from Best Buy. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
2 months later they call you back. Hey, we want you back, but you're part-time. Gaming.
Well, that's up to you if you want to take the job.
Exactly, but you lose all
If they
want
want
to
to do it.
And a lot of these people, I'm sure they got onto bigger and brighter things. So
Mm-hmm.
I just, I don't know, man.
Let's see what happens, man. I know it is something though, huh?
Yeah. I mean, The Walking Dead season 1 was pretty good, and then Wolf Among Us was pretty alright.
Oh, don't they own Batman too?
Yeah, there's the Batman one. So those were alright. Oh, and Guardians of the Galaxy.
Yeah, I forgot about that one. Didn't that one get canned though? Did that one ever come out?
I think it did. I think a few episodes did. No, the
Okay.
first season came out because I remember
Okay.
seeing it on shelves. Really, their only success was The Walking Dead season 1. The thing that killed Telltale was that their only success was Walking Dead Season 1, and it was such a big success that they didn't have to worry about money for a very long time. So they just rested on their laurels.
I feel like there's that, and I also feel like they ended up, like, once they started, like, losing money or they started putting money out, they did that in an oversaturation way. They started throwing a bunch of games out, and they just ended up going bankrupt.
Yeah. Because, like, I've played some Telltale games, like, they did the Sam and Max games, which were really good. Those were really fun point-and-click games. Those were, like, PS3 and 360 era. Same with Secret of Monkey Island. They did one on 360 and PS3. And then Back to the Future, which was pretty all right. So, I don't know. Hopefully it gives jobs for some new people, and hopefully they can, raise up the ranks. So, it's always sad when a game studio actually closes down.
Agreed.
So,
I feel like there's potential there. But we'll see,
there definitely is potential. Like, the thing that killed Telltale Games was not their lack of passion or anything like that. It's terrible, terrible business decisions.
Yeah.
Mario Kart has a mobile game called Mario Kart Tour.
Is that fully out yet, or is that still a pre-order?
September 25th it fully comes out.
Okay.
We're going to save that till the end because I got a lot to talk about that. Untitled Goose Game.
What? I saw that. I'm like, what?
So it's a video game by I forget what company it's called, but the actual name is Untitled Goose Game. Oh, it's by I think like Goose Game Studios or something, like Goose Studios. It's a game where you play as a goose and you have to be a little shit to people. It's a lot of people have been looking forward to it apparently. I mean, I don't really know anything about it. But that's coming. That finally got a release date. It's coming to the Switch, PC, and Mac on September 20th. I'm surprised they actually put Mac on there.
That is weird.
And here's some things I found today. So Sony has been dark for a while. They've gone in full dark mode, like night mode. Everything's a little dark. It's easier to see at night when you're sleeping. Sony's gone full on dark mode. They weren't at E3 at all. They weren't at Gamescom. And they canceled their PlayStation experience. They're not doing the Paris Games Week. So everyone's like, oh, they said they're going to be at Tokyo Game Show? Sweet. We're finally going to get a press conference from Sony. No. Sony is not going to have a press conference at the Tokyo Game Show. They will be there, though, which is definitely better than what we've seen for the entire year. But they're going to be on the show floor showing off some stuff. But we're not going to have a Sony press conference.
I want to know why.
Right?
Maybe they're just my only thought is the games that are expected to be shown and stuff, like games that people are like really hyped to see, like Ghost of Tsushima, Last of Us 2. Yeah, those two games. Probably a God of War sequel. I'm thinking that they are going to announce those when they show off more with the PlayStation 5. And I think they don't have the stuff available yet. Like, they're kind of keeping it close to their chest. They're keeping their cards close to their chest. And then just having one big thing. Hey, PlayStation 5, here are some of the games that are coming out for it in the launch window. That's the only thing I can think of, because I don't fucking know. I mean, they don't really have any other games coming out in a forever. Like,
That's
no
true.
Sony, like, exclusives. No, like, Sony Entertainment games. I mean, they could show off Final Fantasy VII stuff for the 500th time. Or, Death Stranding again. They could show off more of that stuff, but...
I'm not even excited for that game anymore.
What?
Death Stranding.
Why not?
Because I feel like the entire piss meter idea is so fucking dumb, in my opinion. You look like you're about to be upset with that comment.
It's you could turn it off. You could turn off the piss meter.
Are you able to completely just shut that off?
Yeah. But if you piss, you might get some good items.
But like, so from what I heard is you can pee, and then if other people pee,
yeah,
things will grow.
Yeah.
That just seems so dumb to me. Like, why?
Have you ever played another Kojima game?
I think so.
You've played the Metal Gear Solid games, right?
Yeah. I never had a piss meter, dog.
Those are full of stupid shit.
My favorite was Snake Eater.
Snake Eater was the best. But okay, all right. There's a dude made out of fucking bees. There's an old man with a parrot that if he just waited for a fucking week, real time, he would die of old age.
Yeah?
There was that whole scene where you go through the swamp in the dream sequence, and every person that you've killed in the game comes at you. And it took me like 45 minutes to get through that part the first time I played it, because I was just running and gunning.
It's Snake Eater, I'm pretty sure. Isn't it that you can only beat the one guy if you go into the second port?
That's the first one. That's Metal Gear
Is that
Solid
the first
1.
one?
Yeah, that was Psycho
right.
Mantis. And he would read stuff off of your memory card. It was pretty cool.
Yep. They have a lot of random weird shit, but like I feel like I feel like they're just trying to like a lot of games now, and I had the same gripe with Red Dead 2. They're trying to go too realistic. And like I feel like it's a bit much.
I don't think this is going realistic. I think this is just something kooky that he wanted to put in.
You think so?
Yeah. This is just something kooky that this crazy man wanted to put in.
Oh, I have to pee. Pee happens in real life. Let's put it in a video game.
He was probably coding for like 13 hours straight, and he was like, man, I really have to pee. Oh, man, that would be a great mechanic in a video game. This is what happens, all right? This is what happens when you give Hideo Kojima unlimited money, unlimited Sony money, and unlimited creative freedom.
Yeah.
They were just like, we're going to buy this game. We own this game. You do whatever you want. And he's like, sweet.
Done. I guess, yeah.
But yeah, they really, like, Sony doesn't have anything, in my opinion, for a press conference. Like, an actual press conference. This is my opinion, though. What will maybe be at the Tokyo Game Show, possibly, is Capcom. And Capcom has been doing some fun things recently. One thing I actually got invited to, but I couldn't go because of financial reasons. I had the opportunity, I got the email, because I'm a member of the Resident Evil Ambassadors Club. I actually got a chance to go to LA to play the new Resident Evil game.
Oh.
Again, financial reasons. I couldn't go, and I hate everything. Well, apparently I didn't have to wait long to find out about it, because they're going to be announcing it on September 9th, right before the Tokyo Game Show. So, I don't know what to think. I am optimistic like I always am, but there's always this slim chance. There's always that chance in the back of my mind that we're going to get another Resident Evil 6.
Possible.
We might get another Resident Evil 6, and I don't know if my heart can take that anymore. I think...
You don't think we've got enough Resident Evil?
Well, no, we never have enough Resident Evil. There's never enough Resident Evil. Now that Silent Hill is dead, possibly. Yeah. We'll get into that next. Now that Silent Hill is pretty much dead and gone, I mean, what else do I have? Silent Hill and Yakuza. Or Resident Evil and Yakuza. And Yakuza isn't a horror game yet.
Is it? Yet?
I'm sure they'll fucking do it somehow. But, I mean, I could probably go on about speculation on what's going on with the new Resident Evil game, but I don't want to bore you guys to death. So, I'm going to...
Well, I mean, why not shoot out some ideas?
Yeah,
not to go too long.
Yeah.
No, because
I'm not super familiar. I know, like,
he's like, no, because we'll do this forever.
Yeah, this will be a long-ass podcast if I go into it. So, no, we're not getting into it. All I'm saying is, We might see Chris again. The Resident Evil 7 version of Chris. Something with Umbrella. Dealing with probably infiltrating Umbrella and being a double agent. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. We might see that. We might see that.
Okay.
Not saying, but just saying.
Based on the ending of Resident Evil 7, we might see that.
Still haven't played that.
It's good. It's really good. It's also in VR.
I heard that looked cool.
Actually, for October, I'm doing a Let's Play of it in VR.
Nice.
For Spooktober. So, speaking of Silent Hill and dead companies, Konami said that they are not giving up on console games. So, they said, here's from GameIndustry.biz. Mobile, Pro Evolution Soccer, and esports, the three pillars of Konami. So, they're planning on, as things like Yu-Gi-Oh! And Metal Gear and Super Bomberman and Pro Evolution Soccer are always... The fuck was that?
I fixed a spring on my thing. That's my...
Those have always been like huge sellers for Konami. And as we know, Konami is a shit company full of asshole Yakuza members.
True.
Look that up. The head of Konami might have some ties to the Yakuza. They haven't really been making many video games recently. Like, the last game that they actually made was Metal Gear Solid 5, the shitty
Phantom
one.
Pain?
No, after that.
I thought 5 was Phantom Pain.
Nope, it's after that. It's Metal Gear Solid 5. It's it's not Metal Gear. It's in the universe of Metal Gear Solid 5.
Oh, you're talking about the Survival?
Yeah, Survive.
Metal Gear Solid Survive?
Yeah. So that was the last game they actually made. And that was years ago. That was like 2 years ago. Yeah, so it's convenient. They've been making pachinko machines a lot. Like, they've been doing a lot of Japanese gambling stuff. One of which will always haunt my dreams and always make me wish for a better timeline. We live in the worst timeline because they made one of Metal Gear Solid 3 Snake Eater with updated graphics. Like PS4 quality, high res.
With better resolution tunes.
Yep. Like the
That's
scene
funny.
with Naked Snake and the boss fighting it out in that field at the end of the game was fully remade for a fucking pachinko machine.
Oh my heavens.
So
That was another censored thing.
yeah,
That's upsetting.
it's very upsetting. They also did a Silent Hill one. The newest Silent Hill thing they've ever done was a pachinko machine. Again,
Your pachinko machine.
that hurts my heart and my soul. And it makes me want to cry at night every time I think about it. So, it's funny that they start talking about mobile or console games and that kind of stuff now. Because the Japanese is starting to crack down a little harder on pachinko and gambling.
Are they?
Yep, they are. They're starting to crack down a little harder on that stuff. Because technically, gambling is not allowed in Japan.
Like at all?
At all.
Oh.
Pachinko machines are not gambling. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge.
So just a game of chances all.
Exactly.
Yeah.
No, it's a game of skill. It's considered a game of skill. Because
Oh yeah, because
you
you have to
be
like
strategic
time
on
shit.
where you drop the ball
Mhm.
and when you drop it. So it's a
I
game
played
of
that one game at fucking round 1 that was like basically pachinko.
Yeah, so it's technically a skill game, and Konami's been making boku bucks off of it. Well, hey, fuckers, we're cracking down on this stuff. Konami's like, well, we've always loved video games.
Let's go back.
Let's go back to the video games. That's probably why they came out with the Castlevania collection. To be 100% honest with you.
Yeah.
All right. And then, I mean, if this gets me another Silent Hill, good on Japan. Good on Japan
Good
for
on
cracking
Japan.
down on gambling. Now just get rid of your fucking gotcha games. No,
Yeah.
keep your gotcha shit because I love it. I will go homeless on the
I'll
gotcha
go
pod.
home.
All right, so the last thing I have, you guys are more than welcome to take a nap during this, because this is the main reason I didn't want to get into Resident Evil, because I'm going to get into this.
Is it the Mario Kart stuff you were talking about?
Nope.
Oh.
Motherfuckers, they showed off the new Yakuza.
Okay.
They showed off Yakuza 7. And can I just say, the Japanese name is fantastic.
What is it?
In Japan, Yakuza 7 is going to be called or Ryuga Gotoken 7, Whereabouts of Light and Darkness.
Edgy.
It's fantastic. All right, so you play as his main character, Ichiban Kasuga. He's a huge Dragon Quest fan. That's canon.
Okay.
They actually made a deal with Square Enix that said, hey, we want to make this character who likes Dragon Quest. And Square Enix is like, lit. Let's do it. Give us some money. And they're like, okay. All right. So, Kasuga, for me, who's watching this or listening to this, that's played the Yakuza games. All the Yakuza games. Because I have a problem.
Because I have a problem.
He reminds me a lot of Saejima. Saejima is a big, burly Yakuza man from Yakuza 4 who is good buddies, blood brothers with Majima, who is a reoccurring character and fan favorite. Saejima is a big, brawly motherfucker who went to jail because he wanted to protect Majima. He pinned himself for... he took the fall for a murder that happened. So Majima didn't have to get in trouble. He spends a bunch of time in prison, comes back, and sure enough, his Yakuza clan disowned him, and no longer there. Ichiban, same goddamn story. Exact same story.
Wow.
To the fucking T.
Clever.
So, the graphics on it look absolutely incredible. Here. Alright. Where'd Jeff go?
I don't know. He just kind of.
I stepped away for a quick second.
Alright, guys.
Bye.
I want you guys to do something for me real quick.
What's
Yakuza
up?
6... Or Yakuza 7 trailer. Let's look it up. Oh, frick. Yakuza 67. That's in the movie. All right.
New Yakuza hero.
6?
7.
It look honestly like don't take like offense to this or anything, but it reminds me very much of like Street Fighter.
Well, it's actually by basically the
No,
people that
Tekken, my fault.
It's actually by the dude that made Virtual Fighter initially. So,
Okay.
all right. So it's actually, if you look up Yakuza Like a Dragon trailer, this will show it. I'm actually just gonna post it on my stream here. So I have watched this trailer at least 15 times already. One of our buddies, Mike Zach, texted me at like 1 o'clock in the morning, and is like, "Dude, they announced Yakuza 7," and I immediately go source, and he sends me the Japanese trailer for it.
Okay.
And I've watched that shit like 15 times easy. All right, here, actually, I'll just post it in the Discord, real quick, so we could. Nope, don't want Crunchyroll. Let's share. Copy. Now, how do I do this? Let's do that. Let's do that. All right, it is posted in the Discord.
I'm watching it now.
Oh, you're watching it now? All right.
I don't know. That's loud.
That is
I have it muted, but I have it playing.
All right. So the first person you're gonna see is what's his name?
It's like in a pink or purple suit.
Well, that's I was about to say Saejima. That's Ichiban.
That's the trailer I'm watching. The one that starts with him 18 years later.
Yep. So, as you can tell, the graphics are absolutely incredible.
Yeah.
This is the best looking Yakuza game that I guarantee is going to run like hot garbage. That is what Yakuza is known for. Looking great, but running like garbage until Judgment came out. So, the voice acting's spectacular. So, it's... I will say, at the end of it, you will get fucking... No, you won't. No, you won't. That's royalty free. So, pretty much just... Him and the dude are talking about how he wants to... Like, the head of his family is saying, hey, you need to take the fall for this murder. And he goes, yeah, sure, I will, of course. "18 years later, he gets out of prison, thinking that his family's gonna be there to be like, hey, Ichiban, Kasuga, welcome back. So he is a member of the Tojo family, which is big in the Yakuza series. That's the clan that Kiryu ran for a day. And it's always been the focal point of the Yakuza games and even the Judgment. So the English trailer is actually pretty new. Because I've seen the English trailer like once or twice. So, you're going to see something really cool. He's got a really cool tattoo on his back. It's kind of like a dragon. Dragon koi, I like to call it. This seems a lot more goofy than the other ones. I was going to say, are you guys still there? Because I haven't heard you in a hot minute.
No, yeah, I'm just watching.
I'm trying to keep it interesting for the audio listeners.
Would you look at the ad?
Yeah, would you look at that? So, you're going to see here a little bit, it's going to look a little bit more goofy. He's not going to know where it's at. It's in a completely different area than Kamurocho, like the other games, is like the main thing. And Yakuza tries to do that they keep trying to do that, is like, give you other places other than Kamurocho.
Is that like a city or something, I assume?
Yeah. Yeah. Think of it as like the red light district in Tokyo.
Okay. They had to do the anime hair.
Oh yeah, the anime hair is key.
They're just the hair that defies fucking physics.
Yeah.
Oh,
he's
he
kind of
wakes up in a trash can.
Yep. Hey, we're at like the same part. Yeah, so he's got like a dragon koi fish on his back, which is really cool. And
that is sick.
It's a really nice nod to the dragon that Kiryu has in the back of his, or the dragon that Ryo has in 2.
Sega! That was cool.
So Yokohama is a place we've never explored yet in the Yakuza series.
Okay.
Yokohama is set to be 3 times larger than the base city in the Yakuza games, Kamurocho. We've been to like Okinawa, we've been to Shinjuku, but never here.
Fucking Falcon kicked that dude's face.
Yep. We'll take the top and be a happy ending, just like Dragon Quest, says Ichiban.
Nice.
Yakuza Like a Dragon is the English title for it. Alright, so I'm getting goosebumps already. I'm getting goosebumps after seeing that again. So, yeah, it's called Yakuza Like a Dragon here in the West, which, I mean, it's still a pretty rad name, but really it's just, Like a Dragon, Like a Dragon.
Okay.
Ryu got Gotoku stands for Like a Dragon. It means Like a Dragon in Japanese, so it's Like a Dragon Studios. So, yeah, he gets kicked out of jail. Looks absolutely incredible. Yeah, like Sajima, he gets shot, wakes up in the trash. Laid on his back. He's got a koi on his back. It's coming out in Japan on January 16th of next year. So
So we have to wait till 2020 then?
yeah, so next year.
Oh wow, yeah. For some reason, never mind. I'm just retarded.
Yeah, so guess what I'm going to be importing on that day.
Yakuza.
Yeah, exactly. So looks like there's going to be like a political subplot because you saw that businessman or that like politician with the sachet on waving to the crowd of people on a float. So Yakuza's been known for having political stuff in it. Yokohama is going to be 3 times bigger than Kamurocho, which Kamurocho wasn't that big, but it was densely populated. It was jam-packed with stuff to do.
Okay.
The weirdest thing about it, all right? So let me talk about the big thing about this game, and that everyone has been torn on, at least all the people in the Yakuza community. The combat is going to be completely different than any of the other Yakuza games. Yakuza has always been like a 3D brawler. Think of like Final Fight or Streets of Rage, but in a 3D plane. They wanted it to be like Shenmue, only good. Where Shenmue was like, hey, I want to make a game like Virtua Fighter, but also like an action adventure game. So they did it, and it wasn't great. Yakuza is just a good version of that.
I see.
This one is throwing the brawler combat out the window and favoring it to turn-based RPG. So it actually reminds me a bit of Persona with the style of it. And I'm all for it. I am absolutely all for the change of pace. We have had the same gameplay style for 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, Ishin, Kirin, the 2 PSP games. 11 games.
Jesus.
The exact same style of combat. So, I'm hyped. I'm excited. I'm excited to see what makes it different. I'm excited to learn more about this character, who this is actually his second appearance in the Yakuza games. He was in Yakuza Online, which was only released in Japan, because, who cares about the West, It's only a pretty popular franchise now ever since Zero came out, It's like, we still can't get the Japanese, the medieval Japanese ones still,
Sounds like you got some stuff to say
I
there.
got a little bit of stuff to say, a lot of stuff to say. So when I saw this for the first time, I squeed like a little girl. I squeed like a 14-year-old girl meeting Jake Paul. So, yeah. So that's Yakuza 7. And that's
It looks pretty
I'm
good.
excited for you, man. It's always nice. It's always fun when one of your favorite titles releases something new.
Boy howdy, because nothing fucking releases that I like. Other than Resident Evil sometimes. When they feel like it.
I mean, the last big game I was like overly stoked for kind of let me down a little bit. So
What game was it?
Red Dead.
Oh.
I was waiting. I waited 10 years for that game.
Dude, when it goes to 5M type servers, it's gonna be so much better.
Oh, yeah.
Resident Evil?
No.
Not Resident Evil. Wow, Red Dead.
Yeah.
If it ever decides to come out on PC within the next...
It's coming out this year.
Yeah.
Is
Yeah,
it?
they said they were like, yeah.
They dropped that. I can't remember the exact date. They did give us a date, I do believe. We'll check.
They're like, fine, we'll do it.
Give it like 3 months before picking it up on PC. Because if I know anything about Rockstar, is that boy howdy, they're like Rocksteady Games. They don't know how to make a PC port.
Hmm.
Do you remember how shitty 5 was when that first came out? It was a buggy, terrible mess. Same with 4. Same with San Andreas. Boy howdy, Vice City sucks on PC. Literally play it on anything else. Play it. There is a better phone port of Vice City than on the PC.
Yeah.
Okay, apparently I made that up.
Okay.
actually.
Oh, did you really make that up? Are you?
I don't know. So they had said something about July 9th. Obviously, that's not true. 4chan. Okay, it was a 4chan post. PC revealed April 22nd, with the game then releasing on PC July 9th. Okay, so yeah, that was an original date, but apparently that's not true. They backed it, so now we're kind of just waiting again. They said, as far as I know, I heard 2020. I don't know. I'm just hoping soon.
Well, you know what? God damn it, I'm gonna be way too busy playing other games to play Red Dead anymore. There's too much shit coming out. Red Dead can just go yeet itself off a bridge. I don't care.
Oh, it was one of my favorite games of all time.
Red Dead Redemption was great.
Yeah.
Did you ever play Red Dead Revolver?
I did.
I'm sorry.
For the time, it was a good game.
Just fine.
It was nothing to write home about. But...
Then Capcom was like, we don't want this anymore. We're too busy making good games like God Hand.
Another game that got remastered, but I feel like we need a new one that's like actually better is Bully. Like we need to get a new Bully.
That would be super cool, man.
Yeah, there have been rumors going around for a long time about Bully 2.
That would be cool.
They released the
game was fun.
The DLC, I think, called like the College Years or some shit.
Yeah.
As far as I know.
Yeah, Bully is probably my... Okay. Bully is my second favorite non-Grand Theft Auto IP from Rockstar.
What else does Rockstar make, honestly? Like, I'm not huge into knowing what they...
They make Red Dead, they make GTA, and they
make Right, those
Bully.
Are the two I know.
They made Bully, Manhunt.
Oh, L.A. Noire.
L.A. Noire. L.A. Noire, oh, okay. Bully's my third favorite.
L.A. Noire needs a revamp.
They did. They brought it to...
They just updated the graphics.
Yeah. They also have the VR missions.
That's cool. Oh, they do Max Payne. I forgot about that too.
I forgot about Max
I
Payne.
loved those games. At least the first one. I think I beat the first and the second one.
The first two.
They need to do a new Manhunt. Oh shit, they did the Warriors.
Warriors, come out to play.
I would love a new Manhunt though, because that game, the fact that game was banned was awesome.
It was the first rated M.
No, I thought it was the first rated A.
Yeah, it was.
Oh yeah.
It was the first potentially rated AO game to be released on store shelves. Well, okay, no, never mind. Scratch that. Second.
Game was brutal.
It was the second one. Because
that game was vicious.
There was another one. There was a fighting game. I forget what it was called, but it came out on the original. It was going to come out on the original PlayStation, but they canned it at the last minute. The game was completely done. They canned it at the last minute because the ESRB gave it a rating AO.
Okay. They fucking did Duke Nukem 3D too.
Oh, they must have worked on it as DMCA designs.
That's crazy. They did a lot of games I didn't know about.
Or DMA design, sorry, not DMCA. Yeah,
Devil May Cry?
Didn't they do like Dead Rising or something?
Red Dead.
Don't.
No, they didn't do Dead Rising.
They did Undead Nightmare.
Yeah. That was a expansion for Red Dead.
That game was fun. What the fuck is Grand Theft Auto London? Can they redo that?
London was a top-down. It was one of the original.
That's like
it was an expansion for the original GTA.
Okay.
Yeah.
I remember very vividly.
I remember playing that game.
I remember playing that game too. I remember very vividly playing GTA 2 on my PlayStation. Well, on my PlayStation 2, but the PlayStation. Listening to what was that group that Eminem made for like one album? And it was
D12?
D12, yeah. I remember jamming out to some D12 and 50 Cent Get Rich or Die Trying while playing that.
Oh yeah. San Andreas was my first initial get into it.
Mm-hmm.
And then Vice City was a lot of fun, and Liberty City too.
Vice City's still the best one in my opinion.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Fair enough.
Vice City, storyline wise, is the best.
See, the reason I like 5 so much is perspective wise. You can see it from all the different characters.
Yeah.
I think that was really cool. 4 was cool.
4 was alright, yeah. I really like the driving physics in 4. I like that a lot more than the driving physics in 5. It felt
That's fair.
more weighty. Jeff, what was your favorite Grand Theft Auto?
So far, this one.
5?
Yeah, 5 has been my favorite one so far. And it just comes down to the fact that you can mod it. Pretty much any game that you can mod this hard.
You can do that with 4 too.
Yeah, but the graphics are nice there.
I said this before, and it doesn't have anything to do with Rockstar, but you were talking about like games like just in general and whatnot. But I still think they need to redo Fable. We need a new Fable.
That'd be cool.
Well, the company's dead. Lionhead Studios is dead. Microsoft killed it.
It got so.
Yeah, but if somebody scooped up the title,
Yeah,
someone did pick up the title, and they redid the people. They did a couple new people from Lionhead, but I talked about it on a couple podcasts ago. One of the last few I was on, and it seems like we might be getting it, but it's not. I'm not 100%.
Well, fuck it. You know, we still got plenty of time. We've only like an hour 48 minutes into this podcast. Let's just shoot the shit for a while. Let's ask the chat. Chat, what games do you want to see remade? Also, man, please, for the love of all that is holy, remake Silent Hill 2. Do a fucking remaster it. HD. It's one of the best games ever made. Just do it. Do it already.
I think you were playing this not too long ago, or it might have been Ramon. I think, but they need to redo fucking Parasite Eve like right now.
Parasite Eve is really good.
They need to redo that game because I finally have the attention span to watch the cutscenes, and because I'm not 11 years old anymore, I want to play that fucking game.
Just Parasite Eve 1.
Yes, not the second one. The second one was bad.
And sure as shit, not the third one.
I forget that was a thing.
Yeah, because it's just called Third Birthday. And it was on the PSP, and it was trash.
Yeah. The first one was
it was fantastic.
Good.
It was fantastic.
Wasn't that back when it was just SquareSoft? They didn't even like merge with Enix yet.
I don't know.
I think I could be wrong.
Yeah, I don't know. No, I think it was Square Enix. Because Square bought Enix back, I think, right before the PS1 and stuff came out. I thought.
It was published by Square.
Oh, really? Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So it must have been in the works of either rebranding.
I think so.
Or they already bought it and they're rebranding, or they're in talks to buying them. Jeff, what do you want to see? What do you want to see remade?
Spore.
Dude, I was literally like debating on re-downloading that and buying it off of Steam because I really want to play that game again.
Yeah, that game was really cool.
Spore was fantastic. They lost me when they went into like space and shit, but like some of the space stuff was cool. Yeah.
Yeah, but I enjoyed.
It wasn't terrible, but like I liked the first parts of the game, like the building your like world essentially, not even just fully actually building, but like your character progressing and getting bigger and growing as like a creature. I thought that was so cool. I played the one on the DSi, and that was super neat too.
Was it
like, yeah, there's a little
My Spore or something like that, or
something like that. Yo, because you said which instantly popped into my head. My Sims. I fucking love that game too. You didn't like My Sims?
Not a fan.
What's My Sims?
Okay, so it was basically this chibi version of Sims. I assume you know what chibi is.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so it was basically this chibi version of Sims that was like slightly more geared towards kids, but also still had like those innuendos that all Sims games have. Like not quite as hard as like the original Sims, like on like that were geared towards like young adults. Like it was just super dope. It was on the Wii. I played that shit every single day I got home from school for like a solid 2 hours. It was come to dinner. Nah, I need to build my house.
Did you guys ever play The Sims 2 on console?
I don't think so.
Oh boy, howdy was it weird. So I had it on PS2. And so with The Sims, you know how it's, you're in the God mode and you point around and stuff like that.
Yeah.
The PS2 and Xbox version of The Sims 2 had like a third-person camera, and you controlled the character directly.
Ooh. Okay.
Yeah, it was weird,
Interesting.
but it was pretty dope. I remember playing because growing up I didn't really have a computer. I had a DOS computer back in the day for a long time, and little babby me wasn't about to learn DOS. And then our little E-Machines computer could barely run Windows. So I really like The Sims, so I would buy the console versions of The Sims. So I had and still to this day, I buy the console versions of The Sims first. Because I have The Sims 1 on GameCube, Sims Bustin' Out in GameCube, if y'all remember that. That was a console exclusive. Sims 2 on PS2. Sims 3 Pets on PS3. Boy, how did that game run like hot garbage. And then I have The Sims 4 on PS4. I bought that launch day, and I feel really ashamed to say that. Because it's not great. I remember, very, very vividly doing really long game sessions just playing The Sims. Or, when I actually got, my Dell XPS computer running, Windows 7. My mom's old boss gave us, because she just bought The Sims 2, she gave us all of her, the original Sims and all the expansions for PC. And I'm like, fucking sweet, dude. And I played that
The Sims was
so
fun.
much. I get into a phase with The Sims where it's I could really play The Sims, so I download it, play it non-stop,
for
every
a couple weeks.
Yeah, every waking hour I play The Sims for a week and a half, and then not touch it for 6, 7, 8 months or a year.
Right. Yep, it's a good game. The replay value in that one is what makes that one worth it.
Oh yeah.
I've thrown a few bucks into the expansions, and that's
yeah,
pretty much the only reasons. Not so much the packs and stuff, but the game mechanic ones are nice.
Yeah, the full on expansions.
Yeah, those
making
ones are pretty
magic
cool.
or seasons or pets.
I want to get the seasons one. I thought that would be
Didn't
cool.
they have a medieval one?
That was a separate game for The Sims.
They have a
Was it?
Halloween one.
Yeah.
The separate game?
Yeah, so Sims 3 Medieval was an RPG.
Okay.
It was weird. You didn't need The Sims 3 to play it, and it had no connectivity with The Sims 3 in general.
So you couldn't
That's dope.
port your character over or nothing?
Nope. Completely separate thing. And it was story based. So it was the old console versions of The Sims. It was really weird. You had objectives and shit.
So it's basically story mode?
Pretty much, yeah.
That's so dope.
Anyone got any other games they want to see remastered?
Duke Nukem.
That already failed. Next.
Yeah.
Bring it back.
That already failed. Next.
Let's do it right.
Already failed.
Here's one that would be cool. Oddworld, Stranger's Wrath.
They did. Oh, Stranger's Wrath. Oh no. Yeah, I forgot.
Never
about
played
Stranger's
that.
Wrath. That was on the original Xbox only, right?
Super underrated game, yeah. That game is awesome.
Oh, I
That was
do
a
know
fun time.
of this game.
I think I have that on my phone. I think I bought it on my phone once.
That'd be interesting if you could purchase it on the phone.
Stranger's Wrath.
Let me take a look.
Do you think anyone would be able to do an actual good version of Prince of Persia?
There was good versions of Prince of Persia.
The first one, but do you think they could revamp it and make it better?
Yeah, I thought
Like,
somebody
make
made a really killer version in Mario Maker.
People make killer versions of everything in Mario Maker. Yeah, they make good things. Yeah, I can buy Oddworld. Oh shit, I can buy Oddworld Stranger's Wrath right now on the Android App Store, for the Google Play Store, the full game for $2.99.
That's neat that they were able to do that. Well, how would I don't know how you would play with the phone.
Just hook up a controller.
Yeah.
The other thing I feel like they should redo and not put the actual ending of the game in a fucking DLC is Asura's Wrath. You knew exactly what I was talking
As
about.
soon as you said put the ending in a DLC, I was like, yep, I know exactly what you're talking about. Jeff, are you familiar with Azura's Wrath?
Mm-mm.
Oh boy.
It's a really good, I think it's by Platinum, right?
I believe so.
Yeah, it's a really good game by Platinum Games, the people that made like Bayonetta and Nier Automata and Metal Gear Solid Rising Back to the Revengeance. It's so.
Oh, it's CyberConnect.
Oh, CyberConnect. Okay. I thought Platinum had
Okay.
something to do with it. I could be wrong though.
Technically, I think it's Capcom because it says Capcom.
Okay.
But yeah, developer CyberConnect 2.
But anyway, so Azura's Wrath, when you beat the game, pretty much when you're about to fight the final boss, or was it right after you beat the final boss? I can't remember.
It was after you beat the final boss that wasn't the final boss, as far as I'm aware.
Basically, the game goes, stop. Hey, man, you should really buy the DLC to see the actual ending. And then it goes, hey, do you want to buy the DLC? If you say no, it's like, okay,
That's
this is
terrible.
the end of the game.
Oh,
Bad
that's
end.
the worst.
It hid the good end behind a fucking paywall.
It was absurd, and I was so angry. I never beat it.
Well,
I
that's
never
a pretty legit
technically
reason to be
beat
annoyed.
Hmm. And you hear me complaining
nuts.
about Marvel releasing DLC for the Avengers. Boy, howdy, this is worse. At least the Avengers
Right.
have an
Yeah.
actual ending.
The other one I'm butthurt about is this isn't like because it was like put in like a DLC or anything, but I really feel like Nintendo shouldn't have gotten the entirety of the rights to fucking Ultimate Alliance 3. I feel like that should have been all platforms because I was a huge fan of that. And I was a big, when I was on one of the Xbox, I played the fuck out.
Yeah, but no one else would give it money.
Was it really only Nintendo that funded it?
Yeah, it's just like Bayonetta 2. No one would give Platinum the money to make Bayonetta 2 because they shopped it around. They shopped it to Nintendo or to Microsoft and Sony, and they're like, "Nah, fam." And then Nintendo was like, "Sure, we'll give you money. Put it on our platform."
Okay.
But yeah, it is really weird that Ultimate Alliance 3 is only a Switch exclusive.
Kind of chaps my ass a little bit.
Just buy a Switch, man. Switch Lite's only $200.
I will not buy a Switch Lite. If I'm buying a Switch, I'm buying a full vert.
Exactly. That's the correct answer. That's the answer I was
The
expecting.
Switch Lite was a fucking money grab and a half, and it pisses me off. Do you want a Switch that's not a Switch?
Do you want a Switch that you can only take on the go with you?
Yeah.
That has a better screen?
They should have just
an
called it
act-
the Nintendo Go.
And the actual fucking D-pad, which they don't
Yeah.
plan on putting to any other Joy-Cons. That I think that's the thing that pisses me off the most. But yeah, no, there's no reason to buy a Switch Lite. There's no reason whatsoever.
No.
Just buy a Nintendo Switch.
And like, well, the games they're transferable, aren't they?
Oh, yeah.
Okay, I figured.
there
Oh.
are some games that you physically cannot play on the Switch Lite
That's so dumb.
because it uses like the gyroscope or something like that.
Oh
Like
my.
1-2 Switch, you cannot play on the Switch Lite. Or like The World Ends With You, just don't even try playing it on the Switch Lite because it's trash. That's a great game that I just cannot get into. Everyone tells me it's a phenomenal game that you should really play, but it came out originally for the DS and then came out on iOS. And it has touchscreen controls in mind.
Okay. Interesting.
It's so weird. It actually they hint at it. They hint at it at the end of Kingdom Hearts 3. Because they're like, "Hey, Sora, meet me at Shibuya Station." And it's like, "Oh shit, Shibuya Station. Does that mean we're gonna get an all Square Enix, Kingdom Hearts?" You know, because Disney said, "Fuck you." No. Oh, go ahead.
One other game I think that I don't know if anyone else is familiar. James, you might be because you're a giant PlayStation person. Do you remember Scalar?
No.
You remember Scalar? Okay. So Scalar is essentially you're this kid who got, I guess it's really hard to explain this game. So you're this kid who got kidnapped by this girl and this guy. And they're actually these giant, like, they're these lizard creatures. And the entire concept is you get pulled into this world and you become one of the lizard creatures. And you have to go through this world beating the bosses. Yeah, look it up. I'm assuming that's what you're doing.
Yeah.
It's just Scaler, and it's for the PlayStation 2. It was a fantastic game.
Huh.
And, like, at least in my opinion.
As a man who prides himself in being like a PlayStation 2 historian, I have never seen this game in my life.
I actually found it in a bargain bin.
Nice.
I'm assuming it probably wasn't super popular, but I was really young, and I was like, blue, lizard, reminds me of Spyro.
Yep.
Let's do it. So I got that game, and like it's a super cool fucking game. Like it's a lot of like so Scalar, and like the kid was like a skater and whatnot. Like he was a little skater boy. He was like 12, 13 years old.
Did he say see you
It's like-
later, boy?
No. Fuck off. No. But like a lot of the mechanics are like you're skating these poles, and like it's really hard to explain because there's a lot to do in that game. Like essentially you're trying, like they say you stole something and you have no idea what they're talking about. And like you end up getting pulled into this giant world, and like it's insane. It's a lot of fun, crazy colors, really cool like boss fights. It's a really good game that they'll never redo because like I said, I don't believe it was very popular, but it was one of my favorite games. And do you remember Ty the Tasmanian Tiger?
Yep, I remember Ty.
Okay, that was a good ass game too. Ty was a lot of fun. Oh, the one I actually care about. They need to redo Sly Cooper.
Yeah, well, I mean, they did do the well, I mean, now that Insomniac's officially owned by PlayStation, by Sony now. Officially.
Did they remake Sly Cooper, or are they probably
can.
going to?
I'm sure they will. Because
as far as I know, that was popular.
You see how big the Crash Insane trilogy, Crash Nitro Karting Refueled Expert Turbo Edition, and Spyro Reignited trilogy was. I mean, I can't see why they wouldn't completely remake the first 3 Sly Coopers.
That and Jak and Daxter, but I'm pretty sure you can get Jak and Daxter on the store.
Yeah, you can.
But are they in PlayStation 4 quality, or are they
It's just
PlayStation
up-res.
3?
It's up-res.
Okay.
A new version of Gex.
Oh yeah, Gex.
Yo, I actually just saw Gex pop up when I looked up a couple of different video games. I've never played that though.
Gex is good. Gex is pretty good. Can we get a
What
remake
was
of
the other
Bubs?
one?
Can we get a remake of Bubsy?
Oh my
3D?
gosh, that's funny. Or Banjo Kazooie, maybe.
That'd
Well,
be sick.
So they kind of did it with the Rare Replay collection. It wasn't fully remastered, but it was up-resed. At least, still looks great. Donkey Kong 64.
That'd be dope.
Let's get a remake of that.
Mhm.
Yo, I heard they're gonna. It's possible they're redoing Mario 64.
Really? Again for the 100th time?
Like I heard they're gonna put it on the Switch. I don't remember exactly where I read it, but I definitely saw that somewhere.
All right, so unpopular opinion time.
Oh no!
Unpopular opinion time.
What?
Compared to today's standards, Mario 64 controls like ass.
Okay, controls like ass. Agreed.
It was phenomenal. It was a great first. It was one of the first 3D platformers out there, but boy howdy, it's like even games later, like in the N64 era, were so much better at it. Like
What?
like Ape Escape,
Okay.
which they might be doing a remaster. I know some people at Sony have been hinting about it on Twitter.
I did hear something about. Another one, another 60. I don't know how well this would do in today's standards, but I want another Conkers. I want a Bad Fur Day like remastered.
I mean, they kind of did that with
When?
Live and Reloaded or whatever for the Xbox, the original Xbox.
Oh well, yeah, but like I want it like I want like for the Switch and really like I just want a new like a Bad Fur Day because that game was fantastic.
It was alright. Wasn't bad.
I mean, okay, so like it could just be the fact of nostalgia. Oh, I have another one too. But yeah, it could be just be the fact of nostalgia of how good it was, like to me. But I thought like it was the first game that I saw a squirrel swear and beat people with a frying pan. It was great. And then I chased a key around, which I could never fucking catch. Hated that key.
Hey man, Great and Mighty Pooh, still one of the greatest boss fights in gaming history.
Fucking
Trying to think of any other games I'd like to see remade. Can't think of any really off the top of my head.
Yeah,
I can't
most of the games
remember the name of the game
that I got are either like obscure Japanese shit or Yakuza titles. Like the Like a Panther games on the PSP, the Yakuza Black games on PSP. There's 2 of them that were never released stateside, and god damn it, I just want to play them. And trying to find a fan patch, it's been dead for years. I think the latest post I've seen was like a NeoGAF forum from like 2017, where they're like, we got like 100% of the tutorial mission done and 3% of the cutscenes localized. It's like, oh great.
an old school side scroller that I think could make a genuine comeback. Now I could be wrong on this, and I could be alone, and if I am, that's fine. But
I know what you're
Altered
gonna say.
Beasts.
Yeah. Oh shit. No.
Alter Beast. Okay.
I think
Alter Beast is pretty good.
I think Altered Beasts could make a comeback if they decided to read. What do you think I was gonna say?
Yeah.
I couldn't remember the name of it off the top of my head. But it's a Simpsons game where he has dreams. And he has to jump.
Bart's
Yep.
Nightmare.
Yep.
That was on the NES.
See, the only Simpsons game I remember that was like, was the one when it was on the Game Boy Color, and it was the one when it was a haunted house and like jump on the vacuum cleaners because like everything was like coming alive.
I think that was Bart's Nightmare on the Color.
Okay, because that game was fun.
See, the only Simpsons game I played was Hit and Run on PS2.
That one I played that on the GameCube. That was a lot of fun.
Most of the Simpson games are actually pretty fun. Well, that's because dude's from the future and he knows. I don't know. I thought most of them had. I've played it pretty fun.
The movie game wasn't great.
I didn't even know that was a thing.
Yep.
Yeah, I never.
It was on 360 and PS3. It was like a launch title or launch window. No matter what you say, you give me something, I can find a shitty game in the series.
Okay, you're gonna probably hurt my feelings. Which was the worst Spyro?
Okay, so real talk here. I didn't have a PlayStation growing up, so I played 2. That's it. That's the only Spyro game I played.
Yeah, I've never played Spyro.
What?
I was an N64 kid.
Yeah, likewise, 64.
See, I had the 64 at my dad's, but like Spyro was my entire childhood. That and Jack and Daxter.
You know what's funny? I had my dad had a PlayStation 1 at his house.
When was the last time a Star Fox game came out?
Starlink.
No,
technically.
that's not a Star Fox game.
It's Universe.
Sort of. You mean this game?
Yeah, you bought it.
Yeah, it was $20 on Newegg. I couldn't say no.
That's fair.
I think for the R-Wing. There was Star Fox Zero on the Wii U back in like 2014.
Yeah.
That wasn't great.
Do you think what the I literally can't. Okay, I figured it out. Metroid deserves a reboot.
Well, Metroid Prime 4 is coming out. It's in development.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Okay.
So the original developers were going to be like, I think Namco Bandai, and then Nintendo saw what they made and they're like, nope. Yank that all away. Here, Retro Studios, the company that made the original Metroid Prime trilogy, here you go. You can make this game. Well, what do we have from the old developers? Nothing, because it was all trash.
Fair enough.
So they legit are making the new Metroid Prime game from the ground up. And then, I mean, they also had like Metroid 2 for Metroid 2 Samus Returns on the 3DS,
Okay.
which was really good, I hear. I was never a Metroid guy.
I wasn't a big Metroid fan.
Like, even like Super Metroid. Didn't really care for it too much.
What about Mega Man?
Mega Man?
Mega Man, cool.
I love the X games. Like, X1 on the Super Nintendo is one of the best Super Nintendo games ever made.
Okay.
They're gonna make a new Pac-Man game.
Why?
No,
The one where you run around. Pac-Man Adventure.
What about Pac-Man World?
I was gonna say, didn't they already do that essentially?
Yeah.
Yeah.
No. Do the
I'm talking like old school.
remake of Pac-Man. What is it, like Super Pac-Man or something like that?
Something like
the
that.
Adventures of Pac-Man. Pac-Man Adventures, I think it was. It was the side-scroller point-and-click adventure game for the Super Nintendo.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was so stupid. I loved it.
What was the 3D Pac-Man game that
Pac-Man
came
World.
out? Which one? Okay, yeah, I played that.
Those were good.
Fucking. Oh, what was another one? There was a lot of games I played on the PC when I was young too. Like, okay, so they need to get rid of all this Raving Rabbids shit. Like, that was cool, but I want
Make a
another
new Rayman.
I want another good Rayman.
Okay, hold on.
Mind you, I emphasize good Rayman.
All right, hold on. They can keep the Rabbids as much as they like if they keep making games that are as such high quality as Mario vs. Rabbids Kingdom Battle or Mario
Never
and
played
Rabbids. It is a great. Okay, so it's only on the Switch,
Mhm.
obviously. You ever play XCOM?
I have.
So imagine XCOM but with Mario and Rabbids.
Oh,
Mario has a fucking gun.
that's interesting.
It's great.
Okay.
Yeah.
What's up?
I'll have to have you over so you can check it out. It's really good.
Yeah, absolutely.
It's really good.
Fucking the Rayman that came out for the PlayStation 4, I think it was. I didn't think it was very good. I think it was, or maybe it was a port.
Rayman Legends?
Yeah, I think that's what it was.
Oh, those are great. That actually, like, I think it was Rayman. It was a side scroller, right?
Yes.
Okay, Rayman Origins and Rayman Legends made me buy a Wii U. And I'm ashamed to say that, because I didn't even play it on the Wii U. I remember being in Best Buy and playing the Wii U demo for, I think, Rayman Origins, and falling in love with it immediately. And then I bought a Wii U, and I never played it because it was the Wii U. All right, well let's get looking at some releases, shall we?
Yeah.
As I light this cigarette. All right, so today, September 3rd, because Walker isn't here, we could say today. Final Fantasy VIII Remaster comes out, bitches.
I'm excited about that one. I'm gonna check that one out.
We got Torchlight 2 coming out today. We got my boy Catherine, my girl Catherine, full bodied edition coming out today. Spyro Reignited Trilogy comes out on the Switch and PC today.
Nice.
What else here? What comes out tomorrow? River City Girls. What the hell is Spice and Wolf VR? Oh, no, that comes out on the 5th. Okay. Monster Hunter Iceborne comes out on the 6th. Remothered Tormented Edition comes out on the 6th. Falcon Age comes out on the 6th for PC. Rec Center Tycoon comes out in early access on the PC on the 6th. Oh, wait, no, that's Gun Gun. What the fuck is Gun Gun Pixies? All right. That comes out on the 6th. And NBA 2K20 comes out on the 6th as well. Then we don't have anything until the 10th, so.
Okay.
Boy, next week we got some releases, that's for damn sure. Oh, boy, do we have some releases for next week.
Oh, God, your eyes got huge.
Daemon X Machina comes out next week.
Ooh.
That game is straight fire.
I tried to play Mankind, and I just don't know how I feel.
Mankind? Oh, the new game Mankind?
The new Deus Ex.
Mankind Divided?
Yeah.
I hear it's good. I played Human Revolution and I thought that was great.
Like I don't maybe I played Revolution. Whichever one was a free game of the month.
Well, I mean, technically they both were, but Human Revolution was free on PS3. Mankind Divided was on PS4.
Okay, then yeah. Yeah, I don't know how I feel about that. I haven't really gotten into it too much.
I hear it's good. All right, guys, what's coming up? What's coming out?
Well, like, what are we excited for and stuff?
No, what are you guys gonna be working on this week?
Oh,
streaming, YouTube.
Yeah, pretty much just
fucking SoundCloud. I don't care. Where can I find you?
Your MySpace account.
Yeah, MySpace
hell yeah,
account.
dude.
Yo, MySpace, legit. I went on MySpace like the other day just to see if my profile was still there. Boy howdy, if you go there, it's riddled full of ads.
Is it?
Yeah, a lot of pop-ups. They don't care anymore. They don't care anymore.
It's used for a lot of musicians, I hear.
Oh yeah, a lot of musicians still use it. Well, that's all it is now, pretty much. It's just musicians. Pretty much.
So, complete sidebar. I just checked to see if this game was still existent. And I don't know if you ever played it, but Gaia Online still exists.
I remember Gaia Online.
I used to play the fuck out of this game. That and AQ Worlds.
I've never played AQ Worlds. I've heard of it.
It was fun. It was a lot of fun. Gaia Online's still a fucking thing. Oh god. But for me at least, just finishing up getting my stream stuff together, then I'm gonna be starting to stream. Can find me on Twitter and all social medias at YFitsoon because I decided I'm not name change and I'm gonna keep that.
Nice. I like it. I like it a lot actually.
I just for some reason I want even more single name, but like I figured this is fine because the interpretation for your friend or your favorite's still there. I'm like, whatever, I'll keep that.
Mm-hmm.
I like it. But yeah, expect because I decided and I have looked at it enough that Let's Plays are definitely still a thing, but it's through the streaming world now. So that's what I'm going to be doing as I downloaded a couple games from Steam, and I'm going to be playing those very soon here. I've downloaded this. Well, the one I'm going to be playing soon is called Undefeated, and it is this superhero-based game, and it looked kind of interesting, so we're going to see how that goes. But and then once I get the invite from Schroeder over here, I'm going to be getting into that server.
Yeah, I'll send that to you as soon as we're done.
Yeah, if that's cool to stream right now, just as it's going through. And like,
yeah.
It's up to you.
Yeah, it's pretty good, yeah.
Then, I'll be streaming some of that too.
I already did.
Okay.
We're good.
Really? Sweet.
Yep.
Lit.
I just can't stream editing.
That's fine.
Makes sense.
I don't know how to do that, so it's cool.
Yeah. There's a lot to do.
That's from me.
Yeah, the Discord's pretty fleshed out too. There's a lot of like different channels for reporting bugs and contests, and we have one for people that are focused on cars and tuners. And there's like hidden racetracks all over the map.
Hell yeah!
I'm gonna try.
I'm actually working on one that's really cool.
I'm gonna try re-downloading it after this.
And I'm trying to freaking make these damn missions. And then it's such a pain. Excuse me.
Oh, he's dying.
This guy over here.
Pain in the ass.
And I'm the one that smokes.
I know, right?
Shorter, what are you gonna be working on this week? Any?
You already know.
Any Overwatch this week?
Yep. We got the Thursday night brawler still. That's a thing.
I've been trying to get some Overwatch.
Dude, anybody at all that wants to play, man. We group up on the Splash Screen Gaming channel on Discord, and typically if it's under 6 people, then we play, quick plays and various other kind of games like that. But if there's more than 6, then we go into a free for all total mayhem.
That's awesome.
That's really funny.
I've been playing a lot with Moira, and I'm finally comfortable enough to actually play against people who are like semi good. Because
Yeah.
I've become a pretty good Moira main, I'd say.
Yeah, she's a
I
dick.
like her a lot. She's fun. She's a lot of fun.
Yeah, if you can get the hang of her right here. But
Yeah.
yeah, you're more than welcome to come to that too, man. Like
Hell yeah.
sometimes Nate and Luke and Walker sometimes jumps in. Yeah, man,
Jump in.
it's a good time.
Yeah, not too long ago, me, Mark, Luke, and Walker were all playing. We were trying to get you on, but I think you were busy or something.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, definitely. That sounds a lot of fun. I'll definitely join up on that.
Cool. Okay.
Every Thursday?
Pretty much, yeah. We do it almost every Thursday. I think feels like we do.
It's on the Splash Screens gaming channel, so I'm assuming you'll have to invite me to that as well.
Yeah, yeah. I'm surprised you're not. I think both of those are available on my Twitch page towards the bottom. There should be links to both of those, I believe. Matter of fact, it'd be cool if you could try them just to make sure they work.
Yeah, I got you.
Cool.
All right. And then me, I'm going to be streaming some Catherine tomorrow. Cause yeah, that's coming out, and I got nothing better to do. That you can find that on twitch.tv/people8studios. Also, gonna keep grinding away at that Yakuza 6 platinum. At least getting it to I can beat the game again on hard, and then just move on to Yakuza 0 or something. You can find that twitch.tv/people8studios. If you like more traditional Let's Plays, if you prefer binge watching, you can watch me and my buddy play Yakuza 0 on youtube.com/peopleihatestudios. That's every Wednesday. We finally got Nugget, so our playthrough's complete, pretty much. We could just quit now, but we didn't. We still need to beat the game. And then on Fridays, you can watch us play Final Fantasy VII. You can watch me struggle through Final Fantasy VII. Actually had a really funny segment happen in one of our later recordings. That was really, really good. Don't want to toot my own horn, but it's probably the funniest thing I've ever done in my life. At least in a long time. So yeah, that's on Fridays, youtube.com/people8studios. If you want to figure out what I am doing with my life. Oh. Nate's gone. You can find me at twitter.com/peopleihatestudios or at peopleihate10, my bad, on Twitter. And if you like this podcast and you want to ask us questions, Shardo, do you know where to email us at? What the email is?
Nope.
All right. Level Unlock Podcast at gmail.com.
Yeah.
Or you can tweet at us with your questions and concerns at LVL Unlocked Pod. That's LVL Unlocked Pod.
I knew both of those, by the way.
Did you? You just wanted to hear me say it?
Yeah, I was testing you, and you have much better presentation of it.
Did I pass? You
did.
All right.
You got
cool.
a straight A.
Good.
With
All
a gold star.
All right, everybody. Thank you so very much for listening. We'll probably have this uploaded tomorrow.
Cool.
levelunlockpodcast.podbean.com or wherever you get your podcast. For example, Google Play, Music, iTunes, Spotify, iHeartRadio, or Podbean. Get it there. Alrighty. Bye.
Have a good one, everybody.